Welcome to another episode of the Press Box. It was an amazing divisional weekend. The playoffs have been cooking. The NFL script has been scripting. Fellas, what's good? I'm joined here with Lonnie, Random, Riddell, Trent, G Baby, Jalen Carter, and Early. Before I know we're supposed to go into our rankings, but due to the fact that both shows got a late start last week, we're not going to start talking about our rankings till after the conference. It just makes more sense. I think it gives the guys enough time to get some takes off, and we have enough footage to watch to give a real transparent look at the first
time to be number two.
So before we get into that, fellas, how y'all doing? Y'all straight?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's get into our first topic. Something very interesting, a rule that I wanted to talk about. I want to hear people's perspectives. The touchback rule. Obviously, Mecole Hardman fumbled the football out of the end zone. Pivotal play in the game, could have really been the difference between the Chiefs winning and losing the game. Also, one of the reasons why the Bills pretty much had a chance to win the game. With that being said, fellas, do y'all think the tuck rule should be changed, or do you think it is a rule that should still exist? Random, you can go first.
Why do people have such a big problem with this rule? It's very simple. Just don't fumble the ball when going into the end zone. Look, the offense, and I am a receiver. I played receiver in college. The offense has so many advantages that there has to be some kind of penalty for losing your head or losing the ball going into the end zone. It just makes sense that if you lose the ball through the end zone, the other team gets the ball. Because guess what? So then what's stopping? Oh, no, I just fumble it. I fumble it through the end zone. Where the offense supposed to get it? Inside the 5, so they get another shot? There has to be some kind of penalty. I never understood why people don't like that. The defense played well. They were able to get a turnover, and they did what they did. That's what it is. It's a penalty. It's a penalty toward the offense. Get over it. It's not that hard. Just don't fumble the ball. The same thing that they tell you to do all the time. So there's a reason why Bill Belichick always told his players when going toward the end zone, you never reach the ball out, because you trying to score that touchdown could cost us either points or the game. So just run through the end zone or dive close. If you don't get it, you don't get it. But I'd rather you not fumble at all. That's why I never understand why people have such a problem with this. How many more advantages do you want the offense to have? Give the defense something. And this is it's so easy that I just think people just don't like it because their favorite player or their favorite guy got screwed by it when it was their fault in the first place that even happened. There you go.
Who want to chime in? Go ahead, Riddell.
Funny enough, I'm gonna co-sign a lot of things that Random said. Like, I understand the dislike of what the tuck rule is. I mean, this is a conversation earlier on in the year. If y'all remember, Justin Jefferson did the same exact thing when the Vikings had a real good chance to beat, I believe it was the Eagles they were playing. Yeah, and Justin Jefferson, great play, and then he just, for some reason, he reached out when he didn't have to be honest, and fumbled the ball. So, yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, in that situation where you're in the red zone, that's when you got to be the smartest. That's when you really got to lock in, because points matter, field goals matter, touchdowns matter. So if you're going to do something dumb, if you're going to do something unnecessarily risky, like, there's a reason why, quarterbacks are going to get flamed if they throw an interception inside the red zone. So you should get punished for it. And I think that's perfectly fine, to be honest.
Any other thoughts? Go ahead, Jalen.
Oh, no, I think both Random and Riddell hit it right in the head. I think that, what he mentioned, what the advantage that the offensive have in the game, when a defense makes a play, and they get the other team to fumble the ball, cause that turnover, like, there has to be some sort of penalty for the offense and kind of a reward for the defense. So it just makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think this one was just magnified because it was such a close game and the time that it happened. So we're having that conversation, but I don't think it's a rule that's going to get changed or needed to get changed. It's just, again, don't fumble the ball into the end zone, in the red zone. Don't do it. Don't put yourself in that situation. Don't make a stupid play, and you won't have to deal with the repercussions.
Here's my thing. What you want it to be when you fumble at the goal line and it goes out of bounds?
They want the ball. People want the ball at the 1 yard line, because I don't know where you're spotted.
That's terrible.
Exactly.
So what's the point of the defense making a play like that?
The touchback rule in that situation it's not like the tuck rule. It's depending only on the player. If you fumble, that's your fault. That ain't like the situation that happened with years ago with Calvin Johnson when he caught the ball and he put it down. Like that's a situation where you're fumbling at the 1 yard. Hold the ball. Like that's what I'm saying. Like what's supposed to be the outcome? Oh, it just be out of bounds? Like nah.
Yeah.
Keep your hands on the ball when you at the goal line, and it won't be a problem.
No, real for real. I will say this. I think the whole thing that people need to realize about this rule, I will say, if they change the rule, I don't think it's a horrible rule at all, Tyson. I'm about to break this down for y'all because I think where people are lacking, if the NFL changes this rule, to me, they're just showing more priority to the offense. It's not a horrible rule because in football, for people who don't know, a punt is a offensive play. And the punt goes out of bounds through the end zone, right? If it goes out through the end zone, you get the opposing team gets the ball in the 20. If you kick a field goal, right? You kick a field goal, the opposing team can either return it out of the end zone, or if you miss the field goal, it goes through the end zone. The opposing team gets the ball at the 20-yard line. It's a touchback. So in both of those scenarios, right? A punt and a field goal or a field goal attempt, those are, I guess, considered special teams plays, but they're offensive plays by the standard. They look like special teams because of the formation of what they are, but they're still considered offensive plays. And in those plays, you're conceding the football. So the difference between that and conceding the football at the end zone on an offensive play, just because you fumbled the ball out of bounds, which means you conceded the football. You know what I'm saying? Which means you straight up, nobody possessed the ball. It's a live football. It goes out of the end zone. The priority automatically goes to the opposing team. And so I think the rule, honestly, is important because another thing is that it enforces accountability for the offense. Hold on to the goddamn ball. And it also tells you that we don't need so many heroes. Because remember, if you're going to change this rule now, you should have changed it years ago. Does anybody remember Cam Chancellor's game-sealing punch-out touchback in the playoffs that sealed the game? Everybody called it a great play. It was a great play by Cam Chancellor then. We fast forward a few years later where the game has become a little bit more catered to the offense, and now it becomes a horrible rule. And I think it's disingenuous because of the fact that there's multiple plays where the ball goes out the end zone. And a field goal and a punt formation does not change the logic of them still being considered the offense.
Well, the other thing that I'll add on to that, if Mecole Hardman would have fumbled that ball and it doesn't go through the end zone, but it goes out at the 2-yard line, offense keeps the ball.
At the 2-yard line, and you get it at the 2-yard line. Come on.
Hey, Jay, so anybody wanting to change that rule, like I'm not gonna lie. If the Chiefs would have lost that game, I guarantee you it would have changed. And this would have been the second time they changed the rule.
They already changed the rule for the coin.
They did change it because of the Bills. Yeah,
Taylor Swift effect.
Well, but no, but I'm saying they changed the rules before Taylor Swift was even there 2 years ago because of this game. Like,
exactly
what do you
why that man died?
Like, if they would have lost this game, if the Chiefs would have lost this game, I promise you they would have found a way. I promise you.
Maybe, honestly.
Can I say this?
Wasn't loud.
Can I say this? Two things. One, Trent, you ain't got to win it no more, man. Let it go. Two, if you're talking about a rule change, I think the true rule change should be, I get tired of this half a distance to the goal line stuff. If you're at the 3-yard line and you get a false start, that's 5 yards. Ain't no more yards. That's a safety. If you get a delayed game, you get a 3-yard line, that's a safety. If you get a holding, even if it's not in the end zone, and you are inside the 10-yard line because holding is 10 yards penalty, that's a safety, dog.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
You can't get a false start at the 1-yard line and then, we're going to push you back.
Because you also get the safety if it's grounding. If it's grounding, it's a safety.
They should be a safety,
same
dog.
Thing. No, I get it. I agree with that too.
Stuff, I hate that, dog. You don't have no yards.
Early.
I can understand that.
If you do hold in the end zone, it is a safety. If you hold it in the end zone.
If you're at the 2-yard line and you get a false start, that's a 5-yard penalty. You don't have 5 yards to give. Safety.
Yeah, but in a sense though, that'll just be OD ridiculous.
Why would it be? Why would it be?
Because
train your players.
Execution that deep in your own territory is already,
it's already hard as hell.
But watch this though. That goes along with what Trent Favre does, special teams. If my kicker can get you in the 2-yard line and you make a mistake, that's on me, baby. I did that to you. That's my kicker.
But Trent's dad know how to cook when it comes to the special teams. Everybody not Trent's pops though. You feel me? It's levels to this.
But again, does that make it worse? Because again,
I think Trent's dad should.
They changed the rule for
interview Flat Buffalo now. If you ask me,
they give the
He is out here, baby. He's looking, man.
What if I ain't got Trent Favre on offense as an offensive coordinator? Joe Judge was a terrorist, so it's like you can put yourself in favorite positions throughout special teams. But if you ain't got the same coach,
why would you care? If my special team is better than yours, get your special teams. What I say? Work on your game. If you get false starts at the 2-yard line and it's a safety, too bad. Work on your game.
That's true, but like all of it like goes hand in hand because we sat there and we saw the Chargers had a first overall defense, first overall offense, and missed the playoffs. Why? Because they special teams unit was bottom 6. So all of it plays hand in hand together, like in a sense. With the rule change thing, with the coin toss though, the reason why I don't like the constant rule changes because when you could point to certain situations where you could change the rule, you could also point to certain situations where the rule it was nothing wrong with it. Because in the same instance with the coin toss, right? The same coin toss that lost the Bills the game, quote unquote, was the same coin toss Joe Burrow beat the Chiefs with. You see what I'm saying? It both boiled down to a coin toss. But with one guy that won or lost the coin toss, however you want to look at it, one guy was able to still go out and win the game. Whether you want to say Patrick Mahomes choked, then that's when you go to have to find other narratives. But it's the fact that Josh Allen couldn't get it done where he constantly choked.
The overtime coin toss is amazing.
Now it's like, oh, we need to change the rule one more time because that was such a good game to boil down to a constant. No, bro. Go out there with your defense because the Bills had the first overall passing defense. You remember we was on Gridiron hyping them so much. Oh, they got the best DBs. They got the best pass rush. All of that. So what happened to all the best? It let them down. Now y'all want to make up a new rule when you already got the best passing secondary.
Today,
now we got to make up a new rule to support the best of the best. Like, nah, bro, because a mid-tier unit in the Bengals went in with the coin toss and lost, bro. So I don't know, bro. The rules is the rules for a reason. Adapt to them, dog.
So do you want to Trent comment on the game, and then Lonnie, do you want to comment on the rule as well? Because if not, I'm gonna go into I'm gonna go into the game and then have you two lead it off. So if y'all two just want to get into the game, that's what I'm talking. All right, so then go Trent, talk about the game, and then Lonnie, you get into the game as well.
First off, early when you get free gear for your whole life, you gonna wear that. I'm wearing 49er shorts right now, bro. Like it's just come with the game. But it was just like that game was a hell of a game. You know, I thought the drive that they was about to have was dead ass about to be perfect. It was really about to be like, yo, this is their moment. And I feel like Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs sold both equally. Stephon Diggs, you can't drop that crazy dot that Josh Allen threw. That was crazy. And then Josh Allen. You literally had Stephon Diggs on the drive that could have got you like literally a 15-yard game. Y'all have been at the 5-yard line. Y'all could have scored for game. So, and it's crazy. They had both of those moments, and you still had a chance to tie the game. These kickers this year, bro, they just been folding.
That's actually
dead. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I feel like as a whole though, like Josh Allen was playing a hell of a game. They was playing great. And then they literally sold it. Then they just sold. They dead sold. That's just what it is. They sold. Like, Josh
Allen sold.
Y'all make me laugh. Y'all make me laugh so hard. Y'all make me laugh so hard. Go ahead, Lonnie. Go ahead.
So I was wrong about the outcome.
I told you guys absolutely, man.
I told you everything on that +3. You did
on that +3. Put the whole mortgage on that +3, man.
No, but at the same time, what I've been saying like since that Broncos game, like Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, like that marriage is over. Like there's no counseling or there's no talk. There's nothing that can salvage that. Like what he had 3 catches for like 21 yards or something like that, and he did. He was targeting 8 times. Because like just to put into context what Trent was saying, Josh was at the 11th yard line. It's like 8 degrees outside. He threw that like around 38, 39 yards in his hands, just went right through. That's a 60-yard play. That's a touchdown probably if he ends up breaking that tackle from that DB. So that cost it. There were a few other plays that I thought that Josh misplayed on. He can't do like he's a definition of hero ball, especially when things come late. Because we saw like, he needs to learn how to slide. What do we see? We see him running over people. So yeah, we get hype. We're like, yeah. But then in his head, we all see like, he wants to do it all by himself. And then late in the game, when it's time for him to make the right plays, sometimes it's okay to do a check down. Sometimes it's okay to do a dink and dunk. We see him just going for the home run every single time. What happens? It fails. So he can't make, like, it's not that he can't make it. He has like this stubbornness and like this, he like chooses not to like do the simple plays sometimes that will actually help his team win. The thing about like Tom Brady, Payman, Drew Brees, when it came down time to like drain the clock, make the right plays, make the easy pass, they would do that. They knew that like, sometimes less is more. He just wants to go home run, home run, home run, home run, especially when the time's like running out. So that's like the major flaw in his game.
Go ahead, G.
So two things, and I'm gonna make them as quick as possible. First off, I feel like we're being a little disingenuous on Josh Allen, only because if he makes that throw for the touchdown, we are talking about him in a completely different light. Hold up, J-Rob, I'm not done. Hold up, J-Rob, I'm not done, J-Rob. Hold up. I'm talking about the one where everybody's saying that the left tackle bumped into him or whatever. I don't think it was that bad. That was the next one. That was the next one.
Come on.
Okay. Stephon Diggs might have been open on 2 plays, but here's my thing. Here's my thing. No, I'm talking about when I think it was right after the 2-minute warning when everybody's saying Chris Jones bumped that left tackle into him on that replay. That throw would have been a touchdown.
The Shakir throw. The Shakir throw.
The Shakir throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a touchdown.
Wait, the one with Diggs.
Wait. I'm not saying that he played bad.
I know y'all aren't saying that. I'm just saying the whole aspect of sometimes less is more and all that. If he throws that touchdown, we are saying, wow, what a play by Josh.
Nope. We're not.
However,
if he makes it, we can't
wait, J-Rob.
No.
My bad.
I am just addressing how we were talking about Josh Allen.
You're lying, though.
But you're saying that people are being disingenuous, and that's why I'm like,
are they
lying?
Are they for real?
No, wait, because here's the next thing, though. Because I think it was a bad throw. I think, bro, if you gonna throw that pass in the end zone, you better make it. Because again, y'all was doing everything right, dinking, dunking, running out the clock. Then the 2-minute warning came, and all of a sudden you throw 2 passes, both of them incomplete. Now, to the Stephon Diggs when he was open underneath on the drag, right? Yes, you cannot miss that, bro. It's 3rd down, get the 1st down because y'all seen this movie before. Y'all scored with 13, 15 seconds left and it didn't matter. Y'all did this already. So yes, hit Stephon Diggs. I am just going to go a certain route with this because I am not a Josh Allen. I am not defending Josh Allen in this case because at the end of the day, bro, you had the opportunity, especially after the turnover, especially after the fumble. And what did you do after the fumble that turned into a touchback? You went 3 and out. So no, I'm not blaming the entire game on you, but in the moments that you needed to come through the most, you did it.
That boy glitchy. People talking so much bullshit.
Yeah, you lagging a little bit, G. Hold on.
You're lagging. Even your streams on your bullshit.
I mean, I don't know how. I'm saying Josh Allen should have came through.
You bullshit a little bit.
You bullshit.
I disagree, but
a little bit.
Because and this is just the question for everybody. Yeah,
okay, 350.
Same game.
This is just a question for everybody. Remember when Josh Allen was, he's a Stephon Diggs merchant. All he do is force feed him. When he's force feeding him, he don't look, and then all of a sudden he starts spreading the ball and everybody complain. That's just a little food for thought.
G-Baby cooking.
I don't know.
You need context to that crazy.
Not true.
You need context to that crazy.
Yeah, facts. Go ahead, early. Go ahead.
So here's the thing that we not admitting, and like I said last night in the group chat. First and foremost, understand that the why would you have, even if he'd have made that throw, G baby, it doesn't make sense. Your defense could not stop them. Why would you get Patrick Mahomes a minute and 55 seconds and 2 touchdowns. He's going to score on y'all, dog. Your defense looked terrible the entire night. The only reason it wasn't a blowout is because they literally Nico Harman fumbled in the goal line. So that was a terrible pass though, because if you're smart enough, because Patrick Mahomes, who knows his defense ain't working, Pat gonna throw that pass to, even if he's seen the player open, he still throw that pass to Diggs, because I'm going to make. He did it before, the same way Joe Burrow did against the Chiefs. I'm going to bleed the clock. You will not touch this rock again. I promise you that. And another thing that we're not being honest about, and I'm starting to see it more and more when I watch Bill games. Stephon Diggs is not the receiver for Josh Allen. Why I say this is because the way Josh Allen plays, he needs either a physical specimen, DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, or he needs a speedster like Tyreek Hill, dog. I'm be honest with you, man. Because with a guy like Stephon Diggs is perfect for Patrick Mahomes, perfect for Joe Burrow. Josh Allen is a big play machine, and I'm be honest with you, Stephon is not totally fast enough to get the balls that he want to get to him, and they try to get Stephon Diggs the ball in spaces, and Stephon Diggs is shifty, but he's not shifty enough to make it happen the way you want to. I believe that marriage has been bad for the last 2 years, and honestly, I think Josh Allen needs a different type of receiver. Honestly, man, I think he needs a jump ball, AJ Green in his prime, Calvin Johnson type of player, man. Or he needs somebody like Tyreek Hill who can just burn the top, or Deshaun Jackson type guy who can just burn it off the top. But again, that's a bad pass, because the passes that you should have made to run the clock down, you don't make. And that's why you always lose to him, because he makes those passes. He actually does that. You try to do the wrong thing at the wrong time, and dog, if y'all watched the end of the game, he wanted to turn the ball over so bad. Oh, he just wanted to give it to Patrick Mahomes. He fumbled. He almost threw a pick. It was like, damn, dog, you want to get this man in the game. Even if he gets that pass to Stephon Diggs, it's still too much time. It's still too much time. It's like, again, I'm gonna end it. It's like I told Jalen when it comes to Peyton, Tom Brady. If you was allowed to watch those Peyton, Tom Brady games, you knew, hey, Peyton, if he got time, he's gonna beat you. But when Peyton had the ball in the game, you was like, he probably won't get it. That's not
That's a lie.
He probably won't get it.
I know we're supposed to let the guys go, but can I just go real quick?
Go ahead.
This one I've been because I hated everything about what G Baby said. I hate everything about it, and I'm gonna tell you why, G.
Because Keon Coleman be good.
Here come Ben in the chat. Are we really killing Allen?
No, we ain't going to, but let J-Rob do his thing.
I know they be quick to defend Josh, and what Early said spoke wholeheartedly to me. It becomes a point in time where you face somebody so many times, dog, you got to get it done. You can't boil down to a field goal kick. You got to figure out a way. You got to figure out a way to get it done.
Just for clarification, I didn't defend Josh Allen because
you didn't, but I didn't like hypothetical. But you said that people were being disingenuous,
and we would have celebrated that.
And I'm gonna say this is why I got to jump in. And Riddell, you could clean it up right after and go ahead and then random. But I have to get involved in this one because I really wanted to see who's going to be the first one to bite the cheese. And of course, in a G Baby, you bit the cheese first because y'all are being disingenuous about Josh Allen. And there's a few reasons why I have to say that. I think Josh Allen is one of the 4 best talents in the world at the quarterback position. I want to start the conversation with that. Size, arm, dual threat ability is one of the best on the planet Earth. So this is not no hate to Josh Allen. But what we have to understand is we are too quick to make excuses for him that we're not giving excuses to other players. You're not giving these excuses to Joe Burrow. Y'all be quick to hold him accountable. We hold Justin Herbert accountable. We hold Lamar Jackson accountable. We was even talking about Patrick Mahomes this year for how they look at this season. And Trevor Lawrence. So at the end of the day, when it comes to Josh Allen, there's an expectation as a franchise quarterback that y'all have to see. And the reason why y'all give Josh Allen excuses is because his bad plays get overshadowed by the splash plays he makes on the field. That throw he makes to Shakir, hell of a throw. He makes crazy runs. He makes these splash plays, and because you see all of this talent, nobody talks about the fact that Josh Allen almost turned the ball over and fumbled, and if the guy doesn't scoop and score, if we want to talk about ifs, G Baby,
he was trying to give it up so bad.
If he fumbles that ball, it's a different ball game. Something that he has shown an affinity to do. That he has a turnover thing. That would have been a costly turnover. Almost throws an interception. would have been costly. If we want to talk about ifs, if Mecole Hardman doesn't touch back out the end zone and they just give it to Isaiah Pacheco, and that's the Andy Reid cute shit I was telling y'all about before. He get too damn cute. Just give it to Isaiah Pacheco. They have no linebackers. They're on their practice squad, off the couch linebackers. Get a touchdown, but they don't do that.
Boy, J-Rod, we was on the same wavelength, what we? God,
for real.
We
On
said
top
the
of
same
that,
thing.
he does play well. In terms of playing well, he has moments. But playing well and making a few plays is not enough if you ain't making enough plays to win the game. These are the same things you got to say about Lamar. These are the same things you got to hold to Mahomes. All the top guys are the standard. So you can still be the best 3 guys in the world and be held to a standard of what you should do better. I always tell y'all, I think Josh Allen is a phenomenal talent, but he is too home run friendly. G-Baby, that kicker been shaky all year. You knew this kicker been shaky going into the year. You know that you should not put the ball in his hands as the quarterback of your team. And he had 2 layup throws that makes it at least an extra point layup kick if he does the appropriate things in that drive. And I get it. Maybe Diggs dropping the pass turned him off. But you know what? I watched Patrick Mahomes, and this is the difference between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. I watched Patrick Mahomes give Kadarius Toney opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, selling him over and over and over and trying to make use of these terrible weapons. So even if they were off the same page, that crosser you needed, because even if you have to settle for the 3G, you want the best 3 points possible. It is. I live in this area. The wind out here is insane. The flags are going crazy. You do not want this already suspect kicker, and your special teams game been suspect all the entire game. Did anybody not see the punter? How dog shit was he in the game? Excuse my language.
Nah, you ain't lying.
When I look at the game, when Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen had,
I'm standing my jersey.
The difference between the 2 quarterbacks I see, in my opinion, is one guy in more scenarios took what the defense was giving him in order to find ways to win the game and had to make the throws he needed to make when they were
Tom Brady.
And I think the other guy in that last drive of the game, he had 2 easy throws because that Chiefs defense wasn't really phenomenal either. They could run the football. They were effective. So ultimately,
they was hurt too. I was hurt too.
I look at this game and I'm saying, Josh, you got to take those 2 throws because these 2 shots into the end zone, you don't get them. You got to cash in this 50-yard field goal from a suspect kicker.
May I respond?
Get the 20-yard.
Because first off, just to clarify, in case it was in case it wasn't heard or whatever, I said Josh Allen. You should have thrown that dig or that drag to Stephon Diggs. He was.
You said we've been talking different.
And I'm giving to that. I'm saying yes. I felt because even if that bomb that Stephon Diggs dropped, let's say he doesn't drop that and it's a touchdown. We're saying, wow, great throw, great play, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Still a lot more time on the clock left. Mahomes getting the ball again. So it's the same situation with that. If he would have just put it on the money, I say touchdown pass, he's up because I think, what was the final score? 27-24? So they're up by 4. That means Mahomes has to go the entire field. Not just the field goal. He has to get to the entire field.
So why not waste the clock?
Listen, but that
same thing Joe Mixon did. Stop it
early, early.
Early, let him talk, please.
Early, you're forgetting the earlier part that I said because I also said Josh Allen hit Stephon Diggs on the drag. You waste clock. I said that. I even acknowledged the fact that, bro, you've seen this movie before.
Okay, but the thing is, this home run hitter thing but this home run hitter thing that he's been on, G baby, we gotta let Riddell go. So we can't really go too much of a back and forth. But this home run hitter thing, G baby, this been his issue. There've been 2 things that we have continuously critiqued him on, and because I hate to be this person, but because he beat excuse my language, because he beat Phillip Rivers, Lamar Jackson in the 3rd quarter concussion, Mac Jones, Skylar Thompson, and Mason Rudolph. And Mason Rudolph, we don't give him enough accountability for these bigger level games. And I'm not saying those playoff games don't matter. Those matter. But this one matters the most, G baby. That's a fact.
And I hear you.
The one that
the
matters.
reason why
I know you said we can't go back and forth.
I'm gonna ask you this. With Mason Rudolph outside of Lamar Jackson concussion game, with Mason Rudolph and all them quarterbacks, What type of field position you think Josh Allen gonna get on a consistent basis in the football games going against?
I want to hear. Oh my fuck!
No, wait. Okay, wait.
Because Trey, y'all so nasty.
Now y'all blowing me. Now y'all blowing me. Bama, you're blowing me. You're blowing me.
Pause. Let Bama finish there. You got to let him go ahead, Bama.
The NFL is all about time of possession and field position. The type of time of possession and field position you're going to get going up against those quarterbacks they just named is going to be phenomenal outside of what you get when you have to battle Patrick Mahomes. You're going to be in situations going against Patrick Mahomes where you have to score 7. With those bums, it's going to be times where you can go off the field not getting no points and punt the ball over and over and over again. How many times can you do that against a Patrick Mahomes? How many times can you just 3 and out versus a Patrick Mahomes? Then your heart started beating because you know that possession finna come where you put 7 up. You know it's coming. You know it's gonna happen.
Okay.
So again, you anoint him off of these weak playoff games, bro. He's a bum. He's
nobody anointed.
I want to say, I'm not trying to shade. I'm not trying to shade. I don't want to shade his playoff games. I didn't bring those games up to shade him.
He's a bum.
I didn't want to. Hold on. We gotta let Riddell go. Because we gotta keep the show going. We're already on this topic. Because at the end of the day, we're not trying to shade. I didn't try to shade Josh Allen.
Riddell wearing a turtleneck.
All I was trying to say, G, is there's a reason why he's getting criticized for these games and not those ones, because in most people's eyes, the highest pressure is when it's won. And the Skylar Thompson game last year wasn't phenomenal.
And I agree with that 100%. I don't disagree.
Father Riddell, can you please talk?
Riddell, go ahead.
I got you. Hey,
I thought he was a Catholic priest.
Hey, sit back and relax, gentlemen. I have a few things to say. All right. So before I bring out these receipts, I just want to. The reason why I'm doing these is because certain people were doubting that man won 5. So shout out, shout out the people who knew what side of history they wanted to be on.
We know what's up.
All right. So with that said, let me get my glasses. I got you. Let me get the receipts right here.
You gonna read the good book?
So first, I'm good.
Looks like he belongs in a Tyler Perry movie right now.
He looks like a priest.
He got the chain on too with the turtleneck. I like it. Good.
Come on, let him do his thing. He got these receipts.
First, we got our man Random talking about, I don't trust Andy Reid to run the plays. I don't trust what he's going to do in the offense in the playoffs. We got Random saying the Bills.
Hold on. We're not going to see.
I'm not trying to hear I'm not trying to hear
Hey, I want to say one more thing, Riddell, before you go. I got to say one more thing. We just hit 404 in the chat. Record day for press box. Clap it up, fellas.
It's the Lamar jersey.
404 in the chat. That's the biggest on press box. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's get it. Big 400. Big day for us. Go ahead, Riddell.
Hey, man, shout out. And we got Random saying Bills win 17-10. To even think that this is going to be below 20-point scoring is ridiculous.
Put him on the big screen, J-Rock.
We got my man Trent also on the wrong side of history saying 31-21 Bills. Trent, you're smarter than that. Come on, buddy. You're smarter than that. When it comes down to, we got Lonnie saying the Bills are about to blow out the Chiefs. The Bills are about to blow out the Chiefs.
I did 31-17.
We got Lonnie saying I'm sticking with my Bills 30-17. Now, he did say this. He did say the Chiefs are going to turn over, the receivers are going to turn over the ball. Well, McCall Hardman did. It didn't matter. And then obviously we got early.
Shout out to Rasheed Rice.
Rice.
Father Riddell, go easy on me, Father Riddell.
We got early. He was hopping on the same train. The Bills about to blow out the Chiefs 30-17. But he said the nastiest thing.
Ooh.
He said the nastiest thing.
Talk to me.
I quote, Patrick Mahomes ain't who we thought he was.
Hallelujah.
Forgive me, Father,
and he will never be better than Tom Brady.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to push the nastiest agenda in the offseason.
Oh, Lord.
Hallelujah.
Right. Now we got that out of the way. Let me talk about the game. So, Chiefs Bills. I mean, I don't really got to speak on the Chiefs because I trust him 1-5 and he did what he had to do. I want to focus on the Bills a little bit because y'all were saying a lot of interesting things. I'll be honest. And we're talking about who won more or lost more. I do think the Bills lost more. Now, personally, for me, when it came to Josh Allen, I think Josh Allen played an excellent game. Now, there are some critiques that you could definitely point out, like the throw to Shakir was underthrown, or he probably should have gone to Diggs. We all saw him. He was wide the frick open. Hey, fair enough. You could honestly say that there's some 3 and outs that you can't just do. You're playing the Chiefs. You got to score every single time because that's what the Chiefs were doing. Fair enough. But I think overall, though, I think Josh Allen played an excellent game. He was taking what the defense was giving him. He was being very methodical. He was running when he had to, and he was throwing dots down the field. It's just drop. Like, it's hard. It's hard. But Josh Allen, you're not Patrick Mahomes. So that's the problem here. But there's things I do want to focus on, and there's 2 things I want to focus on in specifics, which is funny enough because these 2 things are probably going to be in the rumor mill. Like, will they be on the team next year? First, we got Sean McDermott. I'm sorry, man. Probably going to be
about that time.
And Sean McDermott, you're supposed to be a defensive mind, and that defense got torn up. Every time you play the Chiefs, that defense is leading in sacks, top 5 in sacks.
Well, that was going to happen though. They were decimated. By injuries.
I hear you.
Decimated.
But Sean McDermott, if you want to win a Super Bowl, you're going to have to play the Chiefs literally every single time. If you can't get it done, you can't get it done.
Sean McDermott might be there, Tony Dungy, man, before John Gruden came along.
But fellas, let's be honest though.
We can't get it done with you.
The if you're gonna, I will say this, G. I will say this: the 4th down punt on 4th and 5. If you're gonna go for it, why not put it in Josh Allen's hands?
Oh yeah, of course.
Damar Hamlin. See, they're trying to win that award.
You know what they try to do?
They're trying to win that award. They're trying to win that award.
Can I please respond? Brother?
And then Random, go ahead.
So defense got torn up by the offense. Special teams. I'm glad you brought that up, J-Rob. Now, yeah, that 4th and 3rd punt action was weird. I heard the announcer saying, "Oh, there's 10 men on the field. Maybe they thought they can get away with it." I mean, that was a weird call, to be honest. To be fair, nothing came out of it. McCole Hardman fumbled, and we got a touchback. I was like, nothing came out of it. But at the end of the day, one thing we do got to know is that punter was injured from the Steelers game. That punter was shaky the entire time, and you decided, hey, let's bring him out. And he was shanking punts all game, putting the Chiefs in great position, I'll be honest. And then lastly, for the offense, I know it's Joe Brady's team, but Sean McDermott, you're the head coach. The offense, I'll be honest, Josh Allen should have had the ball in every single play in that last drive. Mm-hmm. You ran the ball the first time. That went nowhere with James Cook before the 2-minute warning. It's like, okay, every play that Josh Allen did for the most part was positive. It's going the right direction. And then after the 2-minute warning, you ran the ball again, put him in 2nd and 9, and now it's like, oh, your options are limited at that point. I would have put the ball in Josh Allen's hands and do something with him, because that run game didn't work in just a couple plays ago. So that's what I personally would have done. I think it would have made more sense. And now I want to focus on the last thing, and then obviously, randomly can go. Stephon Diggs, the other person that is rumored to maybe not be there. Hey, Stephon Diggs is great, bro. Stephon Diggs is great, but this game he wasn't. He was terrible in this game. And that drop was huge in the 4th quarter. And this is not the first time. Let's keep in mind.
Snead and Duffy might be the
last time they played against the Chiefs. Stephon Diggs in the playoffs in 2021. That game. Last time they played.
I'm sold on Snead and Duffy.
What was Stephon Diggs doing? Matter of fact, and this is the superstar. This is Superstar Stephon Diggs. Gabe Davis went crazy.
Don't be swearing to God in front of the
picture
Diggs,
like that. We just need you to do what you got to do. But in both playoff games, he didn't. And this regular season wasn't even that good. Let's keep in mind this Stephon Diggs, after October 15th, he didn't have a single 100-yard receiving game. And in that winning streak,
you gotta
let the father finish.
That 6-game winning streak, he didn't have a single touchdown. That 6-game winning streak, he only had 1 game over 55 receiving yards. He actually was struggling. And I know Lonnie and Random kept on bringing this up regarding Rashee Rice. Oh, he leads the team in drops. Well, Stephon Diggs has the same amount of drops as Rashee Rice.
And you know who else leads their team? Who led their team in drops? Puka Nacua.
You always bring the Puka.
Why are you throwing my name in there?
Oh, so Thomas, that wide receivers with a lot of targets.
He's better than Tank Dell, J-Rob. Let it go.
Yeah, no, he's
No,
still
it wasn't a
good,
slight. It wasn't a slight. It was just saying it happens.
You're right. So if people who are trying to slight Rashid Rice, you got to keep the same energy for Stephon Diggs for having so many drops.
Diggs fantasy owners know all about them drops.
Just quick, Riddell.
Ultimately,
Riddell, I gotta say something. Riddell. That's nasty that you bring that up because the defensive coverage Stephon Diggs faces is way leagues different than Rashid Rice. I guarantee
100%.
Thank you.
100%.
He dropped my name out of context. He dropped my name out of context.
No context.
If Rashid Rice gets those bracket coverages and them coverages where them DBs switch, replace
0 yards.
It's different when you got a Travis Kelce out there, bro.
I swear
It's different when you got Travis Kelce with you, Riddell.
I swear he won't break 1,000. When they got coaches talking.
Well, I don't think Rashid Rice is
we
as
got to
good
get
as
a hand on this.
Well, then he ain't him, but he won't break 1,000.
Then why are you comparing their drops?
Because Antonio Brown
you all
did.
try to use it
Julio
against Rice
Jones
every
did.
time I talked about him.
All the greats
It's
did.
weird.
Even with the
So you're
bracket.
comparing them to like a number one receiver and then
but
trying to
what
make
you're
it
not
seem like they're doing the same
understanding
exact thing in the same exact situation.
Exactly.
No, I never said
because,
that.
Because
No, he's saying y'all ain't keeping it consistent though. He's saying y'all ain't keeping it consistent with the logic. Is that you're using the drops?
Random, do you still want to go? Where's your camera at?
I'm coming. I'm just
I
saying,
say
can you after brother Riddell is gone? Can I please go?
Yeah,
Can I please go?
Let Random go now.
I'm good. I'm good.
Go, Random. We know. Let him go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to apologize to at the throne of Patrick Mahomes because I got no other questions. He found a way to go into Buffalo and win. All right. And I obviously, brother Riddell talked about my sins. He talked about my sins. He talked about everybody's sins. But let me tell you guys right now, and shout out to my boy Tyler, because I don't have the good book. I didn't have enough time to find the good book. Let's not sit here and pretend that brother Riddell is all lily white either. Okay. You can call me, say I doubted. You can say that I doubted. But the biggest thing the Lord hates most is a hypocrite. Is a hypocrite. And that's what brother Riddell is. Hold on.
Are you preaching, Randall?
Hold on.
Well, let's hope
Ladies
so.
and gentlemen, I will come to you today with the rampant hypocrisy that Riddell was about to spew and will continue to spew. This man did not sit here last night like we didn't educate him. He's like, I've never seen a quarterback suffer underneath the kind of receiving core that Mahomes had. Then we all had to educate him. Okay?
Tom Brady.
We're not going to sit here and act like when McCall Hardman fumbled that ball through the end zone, and none of us was on Discord. Riddell was in his crib in Ohio flipping a chair. We're not going to sit here and act like Riddell also was not at some point doubting the greatness that was Patrick Mahomes. Hold on.
When have I done that?
Riddell, please.
Yeah, I'm listening.
The biggest problem that I have with Riddell is his rampant hypocrisy and just create. We only talk about what he specifically wants and argue and disavow all context. My brother G Daddy. Did you not have to educate brother Riddell about the problems that Lamar Jackson has dealt with over the past few years? Did you not have to educate him on that? Guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen, and congregation of press box? That don't matter because it did not happen to Patrick Mahomes. Ladies and gentlemen, brother Jalen, I'm about to steal your thing because I know you're the stats guy because you don't really watch the games.
We stay watching this week. I'm about to cook y'all after this.
But we are not going to sit here. I am not going to let brother Riddell sit here and act like everything has been lily white and he didn't doubt either. Because guess what? After that Raiders game, and we was all like, hey, what the hell's going on with Patrick Mahomes? And we were asking questions that we finally said, Trent, we all said like, Mahomes has been playing bad. And even Riddell had to say, even Riddell, in all his rampant hypocrisy, had to say something. My biggest problem with you, Riddell, is because of how much political talk he also talks in his regular life. He brings that to here and he uses it. Lonnie, how many times have we watched this man straight up lie about something? Because all of a sudden now he's not a T-Law guy, guys. He's not a T-Law guy when we caught him red-handed. So this is my problem. Once that game was a beautiful game. Okay, it showcased both the greatness of both quarterbacks, but also highlighted the weakness of Josh Allen. Once that 4th and 5, and the Bills blinked. That was a staring contest. The Bills blinked and did that. If you're going to do it, give it to Josh Allen or throw the ball. Stop trying to win, like J-Rob said. Stop trying to give Damar Hamlin the Comeback Player of the Year award. What was that? And the minute they went for that fake punt, the Bills lost the right to win that football game. Because guess what? J-Rob, could you not smell the desperation in Buffalo through the TV screen? All of a sudden, everything felt more rushed. They were making terrible plays. They couldn't stop nothing. And you showed your defense that you did not care about them. I get that they were not stopping everybody. But guess what? Andy Reid would have punted that ball and at least played the field position game. Because guess what? Right there, you lost the game. And the damn sure the Chiefs try to give it back to you by that cheap stuff with that I mentioned about Andy Reid, that he always does, that J-Rob mentioned, that he tried to get cute and just run the ball, because Early said it. Pacheco runs like every time he loses a yard, some member of his family is about to lose a limb. So you give him that ball and you run the ball the right way. So now I'm sitting here and I'm sitting here watching this man call me out and sitting here watching him disavow stuff. We're not even going to talk about the bad teammate thing that he said about Andy Reid and Travis Kelce, because we'll save that for the offseason, so I'll cook him then. Because guess what? Even though I gave him plenty of examples, it just wasn't the example that he was looking for. It doesn't match his narrative and that political stuff that he be trying to do when he talk football. Riddell, I am tired of this. You ain't slick, bro. Okay. I saw it. Lonnie saw it. G-Daddy saw it. Trent saw it. Early saw it. We all see it. You're not running for office over here, my boy. You talking football.
Okay, Jalen, I want you to go, but I feel like Riddell has to say something. So Riddell,
we don't want to get
let's be very clear. The definition of hypocrisy is when you say something and then you say something else later. Random brought no examples of me ever doing that. Now, let's be very clear. I've never doubted Mahomes. He's just lying now. Have I criticized the receivers? Yes, I still criticize the receivers. That hasn't changed. That hasn't changed at all. And let's be clear in certain things that Random said. I want to be very clear. I'm not going to address the Andy Reid stuff. That's another conversation. But in terms of the stuff regarding me saying that the receivers were sabotaging, that's why he's moving the goalpost. And it's the worst thing that I there. Bro, no definition. No definition.
I'll reminisce. Come on, he let you go.
When it comes down to me saying, oh yeah, this is the worst sabotage job I've ever seen, I stand by that. From what I've seen, it's the worst sabotage job. There's no education there. If you want to say Lamar Jackson, fine. Tom Brady 2013, I actually was in boot camp, so I didn't even watch that. So that's just me. But yeah, Random's examples were terrible. I don't know why he said everything he said. It didn't prove hypocrisy at all. And he just lied on my name. That's messed up.
Oh, shit. Riddell was a
Go ahead, Jalen.
Oh, shit.
Jalen, go ahead. What are your thoughts on the game? What are your thoughts on the game? Yeah, come on. Give us your
couple of things. The reactions, the overreaction to a game decided by 3 points is incredible. So first talk about J-Rob, what he said. He talked about, hold on, we gotta cook J-Rob real quick. He seems to be getting the pass over here all the time. We're about to cook him real quick. J-Rob said,
you better be ready.
I'm ready, man.
Together, bro.
We're ready.
All right.
J-Rob said, I'll make sure. J-Rob said, Josh Allen should not have put the game on the kicker's hands. He should have made the play, but it's getting a touchdown. Don't put the game in the kicker's hands, right? What up? Because it's windy out there.
Exact reason why you a Peyton Manning fan.
Hold on. It's windy out there. It's windy out there. It's cold. He's been struggling. Don't put it in the game in his hands. Tom Brady, the man we praise, and you praise for winning game in, game out against the Oakland Raiders in the snow, windy, weather terrible.
That's a Hall of Fame kicker.
Hold on. Adam
Vinatieri.
Hold up. Adam Vinatieri. He tied the game, and then he
might be the greatest kicker of all time.
Stop talking, Early. Stop talking.
Let him finish. Now, Early, he's talking to me. I'm about to.
Hold on. So, Adam,
we making butter chicken.
Hold on.
We about to make butter chicken.
We can make jerk chicken. We can do all that.
Cooking cereal.
Hold on.
Cooking chitlins.
Man, y'all just shut up, all y'all. All right, so Adam Vinatieri, he ties the game in that game, the Tuck Rule game, and it wins it. And Tom Brady wins 2 Super Bowls in a kick with Adam Vinatieri. And before y'all say he was that guy, he wasn't that guy then. Vinatieri did not have that legacy then. In 2000, 2001, that's what made him that. He was not that kicker. He was some all-time great kicker when he made those. So to say that Josh Allen,
to do with your skill.
Hold on. To say that Josh Allen should have scored or should have done this and that. He put this team in a position to win, and the kicker.
Jalen, can I ask you one question?
I'm still not done. I'm still not done, though. I'm still not done, man. I'm still not done.
You can go back.
I'm not done.
I just want to save you. I just want to save you from this.
Ain't no saving. Ain't no saving.
But this is one question I'm gonna ask though. This is one question I'm gonna ask. Did Adam Vinatieri miss 2 layup field goals in the course leading up to that? Because that kicker was bad. Like he was.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Bama? Go look up Adam Vinatieri before he hit that kick in the Super Bowl to beat the Rams. Go look it up. Vinatieri was missing kick. That's the problem. Y'all have selective memory. To the regular season, y'all have selective memory. So we gonna talk. Hold on. So we gonna really talk about that. How you guys will praise a man.
Who's crazy.
Hold on. You guys will praise a man who's consistently. Hold up. You were gonna praise a man who's consistently won, putting his team in a position to succeed, and the kicker hitting it. But when Josh Allen does it, it's suddenly, he's terrible. He's this and that. Josh Allen played a phenomenal game. He was willing this team to win. He put him in a position to succeed. We talk about the missed throw, the throw to Stephon Diggs that he would have caught. If you catch that throw touchdown, it's a whole different narrative. So let's stop the line.
So okay.
Hold on.
Okay, my bad.
Stop the line. Yeah, stop the cap. Josh Allen played phenomenal. He put this team. He played phenomenal. This team. Yes, he played phenomenal. Watch that game. He played great. Did he have those home run throws? Yes.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, he was. Did you see where he was running all over them boys?
Why do we make casuals talk?
What would you consider? If he played phenomenal? What would you consider? How Jalen Hurts played in the Super Bowl? If your standard for phenomenal was Josh Allen last night. What is your?
Jalen Hurts was good too.
That gotta be a goal performance, right? That gotta be a goal.
He was great. He was great.
All right, Jalen. Now can I address you back, or you still got more to say?
Address me back.
Right. You're so cooked, brother. I want you to know you're
let me go after you, J. I'm checking Adam Vinatieri stats. First thing, pretty dynamic, pretty automatic to me.
The first thing wrong with what you're saying. The first thing is wrong with what you're saying is Josh Allen putting it in his kicker's hands was the wrong thing to do. Because when you're the quarterback, whose hands do you want the game to be in? Usually,
yours.
You're talking about Tom Brady. You think any quarterback, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, you think they want to rely on Adam Vinatieri?
Of course,
you think all the kickers want to rely on their kickers?
Was Tom Brady, Josh Allen in 2001?
Hold on,
let me finish. Oh, this is the biggest context y'all missing. Did Tom Brady rely on a field goal kicker the 3 times in a row he played Peyton Manning? No.
He relied on a field goal to win him Super Bowls.
Bro, you talking about?
You're not hearing my point.
This is the first time you see these people. This is a repeated thing with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. This is a repeated effect. So now, if we keep repeating this, you have to do something different. Instead of relying on the kicker, this part of this trilogy, my nigga, you got to go score a touchdown, bro. I'm sorry.
Wait. He didn't rely on a kicker the last time he played him. He didn't rely on a kicker.
But we're not talking about that. Let me answer what he's talking about. At the end of the day, Jalen, the issue with what you're talking about, and for me is where I feel like you losing me and probably losing most of us, is the reason why we're telling you he shouldn't rely on the kicker. 2 reasons, and this is why you got to talk about his decision making. What happens when you incomplete a pass? What happens? The clock stops, right? So let's just say, for the sake of argument, Tyler Bass makes the field goal. How much time did Mahomes have left on the clock? Does anybody remember?
Like 120.
He would have had a minute. He would have had a minute 40.
Yeah.
With 2 timeouts.
Too much time.
He would have had hella time to get 3 points.
He's scoring.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why it does matter about what Josh Allen did in those last few plays is because when you throw the shallow crosser to Diggs, or you find and hit Shakir, you give yourself a better opportunity to win the game. This is a team, Jalen, that beat you with 17 seconds left in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've lost to this team multiple times and they beat you with 17 points on the clock, why is your mindset now? Let's try to go get a touchdown and put this thing away. Put as much pressure as you can on this team.
I mean, look, his goal is obviously scored a touchdown.
Especially when Burrow just did it. Burrow did it to him.
The thing is that you're losing me, Jalen, and this is why I say, like, sometimes you gotta get out of the stats and stuff, because between the stat watching
and the apology, being an
apology.
Y'all
the winning bias. Y'all the winning bias.
It's not winning bias. It's not winning bias. It's execution bias. That's the problem. And this is why you're a Peyton Manning fan.
William said you got a strong alliance to lose, Jalen.
Y'all got to understand that the problem is y'all are okay with losing as long as it looks pretty. Y'all accept mediocrity if it looks pretty. Because if it looks fancy, then it's okay because they gave it their best shot. It's that participation trophy shit. And honestly, Josh Allen had opportunities on that last drive to end the game. You called the standard in which he played phenomenal. He did not play phenomenal because of if he played phenomenal, that last drive, they win the game, or at least the conversation we're having.
They score with like 20 seconds left.
They score if Patrick Mahomes scores a touchdown. The conversation we're having today is Josh Allen did all he can do. The only thing he could have done is not giving Mahomes the ball with 30 seconds left, 20 seconds left on the clock. But we go back in this game and we look at that last 2 minutes of the game where there was moments that they had to get a first down, and you put it in the hands of the kicker, who has not been good this year. And for you to disingenuously compare him to Adam Vinatieri, who wasn't missing extra points, was not kicking to the level that Tyler Bass was kicking going to this year, it's disingenuous. And to call the performance phenomenal, Jalen, is this damn near like me saying Dak Prescott played phenomenal against the Packers? Because if I look at the box score, it's an 8-point game. And he has over 400 yards of offense.
We're not comparing Dak Prescott performance to Josh Allen.
And at the end of the day, and to say the person in the chat, Lyndon Edgy, bro, it's like you want Josh Allen to be perfect again. Unfortunately, that's what it takes. The reason why Mahomes has been what he's been able to be is because when it's time to be clutch, he is executed flawlessly. This was the best game. The difference between Patrick Mahomes and Jalen and Josh Allen was this game. Patrick Mahomes in that offense, fellas, played the best offensive game from an execution standpoint they played all year. Valdez-Scantling was catching passes. Rasheed Rice looked good. Outside of the touchback fumble, they put themselves in scoring opportunities multiple times.
Every time they was getting at least a field goal.
That is execution.
And his kicker made 2 kicks. His kicker made 2 field goals.
Yes, and he also scored touchdowns. And they also scored touchdowns. And they also scored touchdowns.
Just
when
like
they
Josh
needed
Allen,
to execute, he needed to execute. When they needed one, when it mattered the most, he did not give them that. That matters. This is the same thing you would say about Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson. The top guys in the league are held to a higher standard. So I don't understand when somebody tells you that they think somebody is a top 3 player on the planet at his position.
They ain't supposed to look like that.
He's not supposed to have a standard because it looks good. The throw to Shakir was not the whole game, unfortunately, Jalen. A few pretty throws was not the whole game. Mm-hmm. He has to do more. Patrick Mahomes is throwing that crosser to Diggs even after he drops a pass because he threw it. I seen him throw it to Kadarius Toney after he dropped it twice in one game. Mm-hmm.
Mahomes also
it's okay to make home runs. It's okay to make home runs, but you also got to take a base hit if you can take a base hit. And that is
if you really, J-Rob, you want the ball 2 minutes left, I get to win the game. If you really him, any great quarterback will tell you that's what I want. I want the ball last with 2 minutes left where I can finish the game.
I'm thinking first down, milking his clock. I don't want him touching the football.
That's what I want.
If I could get into a situation where I could score a touchdown with 30 seconds left, that's what I'm finna do.
Of course,
if I can,
no timeout.
So all I'm saying is from the thing is, Jalen, I'm saying from the history of that rivalry, how are you not thinking that a first down is everything in this drive? I do not want Tyler Bass. I would not be playing for thinking that I could take 2 home run shots because I got a gimme field goal with a kicker who has not shown me that he's one of them guys. Go ahead, Trent.
Now I wanted to talk about one of Riddell's points because I know a lot of people been at me, spamming me about.
And again, home. Josh Allen is top 3 on the planet. Phenomenal player. Damn, I want to make sure I'm saying that.
Yeah, but a lot of people that be talking to me about Stephon Diggs and this and that, especially like Riddell. For people that say they know ball, y'all always want to bring up statements with no context. Riddell, you always talking about, the Stephon Diggs in the Chiefs game. Y'all have to understand, it's basically the way how we used to talk about like Lamar Jackson in the playoffs before this year. If you stop Lamar Jackson, he's neutralized.
Mm-hmm.
What Stephon Diggs is going through with the Bills, so I say, but the Bills need to get a bona fide wide receiver too, because you start doubling Stephon Diggs, you actually have an actual great playmaker on the other side that can be something. Now I get it, Stephon Diggs is a top wide receiver, and you expect him to perform. But again, when you're facing all these crazy coverages, most likely you're not going to get the ball. You can't name me a lot of receivers that was just a bona fide number one that always went crazy in the playoffs. Davante Adams didn't do it. Stephon Diggs not doing it. Even the guys that are in the top five, Justin Jefferson. When we doubled him last year in the playoffs, TJ Hawkins almost went for 200 yards. AJ Brown has Devontae Smith. Like, all these guys are in these
plus Trent, them teams corners be cooking everybody. I ain't gonna lie.
And he has
I've been saying that.
Them teams corners be locking shit up.
Stephon Diggs, Dalton Kincaid is on the way, but he doesn't have nobody else to where, you're gonna really they really fear you on offense. Dalton Kincaid doesn't fear
Shakir look
nobody.
good though. Shakir look good.
And Stephon Diggs in that game was getting triple teamed.
Like, Stephon Diggs is the only person that has the mean.
You get the same attention that Travis Kelce get for the Chiefs. It's the same exact thing.
I know, but what did Travis Kelce do? And my question
Travis
for you,
Kelce was looking, y'all. That's not a good example.
My question for you, Trent. You say the number 2, and I'm here. I get the context, but again, he's supposed to be that guy. So in those 2 games against the Chiefs this year and last year, what did the number 2 do? What did the number 2 do?
Because he got one-on-one coverage. That's what you're
so
supposed to do.
Gabe Davis had 200 receiving yards.
That's what you're supposed to do.
And Shakir went crazy. And when Stephon Diggs had to make the play of the play.
Okay, yeah, he sold. Okay, I understand.
But they still had opportunity to win the game.
Exactly. But my main point is,
of course.
You brought up the
reason why
he has 7 yards. When my number 1 is getting doubled and triple team, why am I even looking your way? And I see somebody that's in one-on-one coverage bugging out. That's what the number 2 is supposed to do. That's literally what you're supposed to do.
And he had that situation.
And the defense,
also too, what y'all be.
He wasn't getting. Was Stephon Diggs getting a triple team?
With that
Yes, he was getting triple.
No, I'm talking about this game. I know this game too.
He was getting doubled the whole game.
He was getting.
That's why he was using Stephon. That's why he was using things like a gadget player, giving bubble screen stuff.
Go ahead, Bama.
Also too, man, y'all overlook how Andy Reid schemes up Travis Kelce, bro. Like, again, it's the same thing with Deshaun McVay. It's the same thing with Deshaun McVay. Andy Reid, Sean McVay do not put his receivers in situations where they just have to win one-on-one. The fact that Stephon Diggs was getting triple team and they was out there running them schemes that they was running, that was gross, bro. They was basically saying, hey, Stephon, you top 5 in the league. Go beat a triple team without no motions, no stacks, no nothing to hide him, bro. It was just, hey, bro,
they need to
go fight off this.
Go look at how the Cowboys
Kincaid should have had a Laporta game.
I'm never going to look at Stephon Diggs any type of way in the playoffs.
He should have been wide open the whole game.
Why he can't have a Laporta game? Because Sean McDermott. I mean, I get Sean McDermott's a defensive guy. So go back to Joe Brady and all the other play callers over there. You got to start scheming these guys to the point to where they can have those games. It can't just be like, hey, this dude is getting jammed up. Go win your one-on-one. No, bro, it's the playoffs. Because what happened when they play them crazy coverages? It'll be a crazy coverage back here, clouded with some type of crazy zone on the backside to where if you don't know how to play football, you don't know how to sit in these zones. If you young like those guys, we saw it. Number 10 was starting to find the holes in the zones, but it comes a point in time where you have to play football. If I got a post, I might have to sit this shit right here because this zone right here. You got them younger guys that don't really understand it, the Gabe Davises and all that. So it's up to a coach to scheme this up out of this. Okay, maybe he not understanding the 1v1 winning the battle. So let me scheme this. Let me throw some more stats. Let me throw some motions. Let me get these guys involved like here, what you just wasn't seeing. So just to go off of that, it's just nasty, bro.
You got to do it like how CD's used with the Cowboys. It's like how CD's used with the Cowboys. They just said, we're not going to let CD play.
At least he got a solid wide receiver too next to him. All I'm saying is that if you think of the top 5 receivers, if you think of the top 5 receivers and the top 10 receivers in the game right now, name you a receiver. That
don't got a number 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think you need. I think you need 2 guys. I think you need 2 guys. And your third receiver needs to be versatile. Your third receiver needs to be able to do multiple things. But hold on, fellas. Let's get to these super chats because I want to get into this next conversation because we have to talk about Jared Goff. It's Tom, y'all.
Yeah, Trent, make sure your camera.
Yeah, Riddell, I hope you turned Riddell. Yeah, you're going to have to come deeper. It's been a long season, brother. Yeah. It's been a long season, baby. It's been a long season. Oh, my God. Cam Cobain with the super chat. Ooh-wee. Of the Pats, if Pat goes on to beat Lamar and then Purdy in the Super Bowl, that GOAT case is crazy for sure.
That's
for sure.
facts.
I mean, I wouldn't look at Brock Purdy as a big hurdle to climb, but I could say we said the 49ers. Yeah, I think you meant to say 49ers. Yeah, I think you meant to say 49ers. Yeah. Riddell X out here preaching the good word. Bro, look like Suge Knight. Look like he about to give you a 360 deal, honestly. Look like he about to have you in a 360 deal. That's what he
Get rid of you. Get rid of you.
Yeah, he about to have you in a 360. All right, y'all.
I'm a good guy, man.
Fellas, who would have thought in our lifetimes we'd be here? I don't know if okay. I know who would have thought in our lifetime, fellas, after what we've seen, majority of our entire lives, of team in poverty, starving, hungry for just an opportunity, just to get there. Don't even really know what's going to happen. Just wanted to get there and feel it.
Mm-hmm.
They are one game away from the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
30 years, 30-year drought, and you're one game away from the Super Bowl. What a difference. Dan Campbell, they said you was a mad
coach of the year, man.
You're a mad genius. You're a mad genius. And I'm going to tell y'all something, too. For all y'all X's and O's merchants, it's not just about the X's and O's. A head coach has to be a leader of men. Somebody you finna crash out about. And that Lions team is one to crash out about Detroit. Jared Goff, you're good enough for Detroit. For everyone who doubted you, Jared Goff leads his second poverty franchise to an NFC championship. They said you're not one of them guys.
Whoa, poverty franchise.
Rams were
practically poverty.
They literally moved from
after Kurt Warner
like Jeff Fisher wasn't their head coach.
After Kurt Warner left.
After the Kurt Warner era, it was over.
It was done with. It was done.
Hold on.
But
Early, Mark Bolger was moving.
Let me answer the question.
Mark Bolger was moving.
Early.
Jeff
Bolger was moving.
We compared Detroit to St. Louis Rams.
Come on, early. Don't just ruin my intro like that to the topic. And then just that. Come on, bro. Then you're gonna get your cousin involved to the top right. Like, holy. All right. Now let's get to this question, man. G baby, you can set the tone because I know you've been a Detroit truther for a long time, man. The Lions and the Golf advanced to the NFC Championship, the second appearance in Golf's career. Among the top where does Jared Goff rank among the top quarterbacks in the league? What would a Super Bowl do for not only his legacy, but for the city of Detroit?
Well, since it's a two-part question, let me go ahead. So first off, where he would rank in the top quarter. Well, me and J-Raw trying to tell y'all. He better than that than Mr. Kirko Bangs over there in Minnesota.
He's not.
We trying to tell you he's better than Mr. Dakota Make It Rain in Dallas.
Yes, he is.
We tried to.
I think Kirk does.
But what happened?
He's better than Dakota.
Y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all didn't want to listen to us. Y'all was like, nah, this still the Jared Goff his last season in LA, which it's not. We were like, what y'all saying? Oh, Jared Goff. Oh, he just needs a run game and he needs a perfect situation. But they called the Lions frauds. Y'all called them the 2022 Vikings. Hey, 2022 Vikings didn't win a playoff game. That's what they was winning. And then also, too, before I answer the second question, to address anybody, whether here on this panel or in the chat, if y'all said, oh, y'all lucky the Lions didn't have to play the Eagles and the Cowboys, what they do in the first round? Get blown out. They got blown out. Well, clearly, they weren't good enough to make it to the second round.
Smithereens.
Blown out. Both of them.
Smithereens.
Baker Mayfield and Jordan Love, they both got blown out. So clearly that team wasn't good enough. So I don't want to hear that. Now, what would this do?
Baker was a touchdown away. Don't do that.
Hey,
he's talking about how they beat the Eagles. He's talking about how they beat the Eagles.
Yeah, but even Baker touchdown away, what he do when it mattered most? Y'all was talking about what they matter most. He threw a Stevie, but I will say this: Baker, I'm re-signing Baker for that 40
big time.
Oh yeah, I am too.
I'm bringing him back.
40 mil a season.
I mean, giving that to Daniel Jones.
Thank you.
That's the
crazy.
floor.
When I said that about Daniel Jones, that was
I'm giving Baker that money. Listen, I'm being honest. It's hard to get a quarterback. It's hard to get a quarterback, bro.
You could probably get Baker for 35.
If you give Baker a better offensive line, and some help on the defense, I think they'll be all right.
They can still go
give him the Geno contract,
and they
you could give him the Geno. You could give him the Geno contract.
Go ahead. But what does this do for Mr. Jared Edge's legacy? if he, would you say make it to a Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl?
Make it to 2 is crazy too.
Yeah,
make it to 2 Super Bowls is crazy.
Hey, let let's just say who win one though.
Is he Jimmy Butler of football? Let me stop. Let me just
okay.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I mean, just saying, bro. Just gets the job done.
Hey,
just gets the job done.
J-Rob,
Jimmy Butler just gets the job done.
And you know what happens if he wins though, J-Rob? You know he's going to be over a certain someone's favorite quarterback, right?
Who?
He's going over Matt Stafford because he did what Matt Stafford couldn't do. Matt Stafford needed a super team to go win his ring.
Yes, he is going over Stafford. I swear to God.
Stafford, I swear.
He won a Super Bowl in Detroit. The Detroit Lions won the Super Bowl.
He's going over Matt Stafford.
Is he going over Eli?
He already. I mean, well, he's not there yet. But
he'll be close. It'll be close because, to be honest, I gotta real. Now listen. Hold on. Time out.
They killing me, bro.
We agree. Hold on. We all agree, right, fellas? That certain championships, depending on where it's won and who it's won by, it holds some level of extra weight.
Yeah.
A championship is still a championship, but I'll give you an example. Dirk Nowitzki, the team he beat for the franchise he did it with, let's be honest, that's major stuff. Jimmy Butler taking the Miami Heat to them finals with those teams that he had, regardless of even if they won, impressive. Jared Goff taking a team that hasn't done shit in 32 years. Now, some of us was even born. Trent was not even a thought since I don't know when. Segregation, random segregation. It's been a long time.
Eli being one of the greatest teams of all time. Ain't no context to that.
Eli's not even better than Matthew Stafford.
One of the greatest teams of all time.
Hold on. All I'm saying is, if you look at Jared Goff's career numbers, by the time his career ends, having that Super Bowl in that city with that franchise, he's gonna be able to put his career up there with
if you
especially if he beat the 49ers to get there.
Bro, and then J-Rob, he's also got to beat either Lamar Jackson or Mahomes to win. And also add more context.
Come on, let's stop context. It'll be a hard route.
Recency bias.
It's not recency bias. He's hooped before. You've seen him do this before. It's not something new.
And also, too, J-Rob, add more context. The guys that traded him away.
I watched the Rams defense go crazy.
What was the whole thing about Matthew Stafford? What was the whole thing about Matthew Stafford?
MVP voting for a reason, bro. Stop it.
Bro, Matthew Stafford, what was the thing about Matthew Stafford? Oh, you got to get him out of Detroit. He can't win there. They traded him to the Rams because they thought Jared Goff couldn't get it done. They thought we need a Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff isn't. If he takes this Detroit team and win the thing,
we've seen we've seen Jared Goff put up numbers before. And I'm gonna say this too. Trent, you go then Riddell. Only thing I want to say, G baby.
Not true.
We've seen a lot of quarterbacks be mediocre and just put up a lot of great numbers and it'd be cool. Jared Goff had to go through a lot of lumps and was still putting up numbers. They sent him to Detroit to die, G baby. They sent him there to die. He said a flower is about to grow through this Detroit concrete, and he did what he's supposed to do. And tip your hat. Thank you, dude.
What numbers did he put up there, Rob? What are we talking about?
4,500, 30 and 12? 4,500, 30 and 12? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Come
on, bro.
Early this too.
Come on, dog.
But them same stats don't matter with Jordan Love, though, right?
No. Hold on, early.
I said the top 10 quarterbacks. You jerk. Right? Asshole. You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
Early.
I literally called Jordan Love a top 10 quarterback.
I ain't saying you would say, Ron. Don't take it personal. But a lot of niggas wouldn't believe in Jordan Love with them same numbers and less talent. But it mattered when Jared Goff do it. Man, y'all, but the white man.
Jared Goff.
Jordan Love in the top 10 game.
You want to put him in the top 5 early? You want to put him in the top 5?
Yo, it's okay to change your mind early. Listen, you don't have to die on every single hill. You can change your mind. You can change your mind.
I like Jared Goff with a Anquan, with Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, Adamaka Suh, Aaron Donald.
Can I say something to you?
Still lose, dog. That was a dominant defense too.
I want to say something to you before we start. Before we go to Riddell and Trent. Early, we had a show. I think it was right before we started coming on the show. You said we had a topic of which second year quarterback, first starter is going to be the best of the group. Love, It was Love, Howell, and Ritter. The entire panel pretty much picked Jordan Love. Everybody.
Oh my God.
That was the people at that time. We all said Jordan Love had the most potential to be great, and he was great. But early, a 2-5 start is going to raise eyebrows because he's played for 4 years with expectations that he's not going to just get the same love of a rookie. He's a 4-year vet. Go ahead, Riddell. Go ahead, Trent. And then Riddell, go ahead.
Hey, let me go.
Oh, wait, my bad, Bama. My bad, Bama. Go ahead, Bama.
Into these expert picks, bro. I just want to say this, bro. Shouts out to Michigan, bro, for them boys making it. I don't care about the players.
Detroit deserve it. They deserve
it. NFL. I ain't even talking about Detroit, Michigan in general, man, because where them boys going, them Flint boys,
Michigan did win the championship.
All them boys, because all them boys cost Michigan. I'm just happy for that whole state, man. Them boys stayed down till they come up. The crime rate down.
Shout out the
boys
Pistons.
Really coming together, man. Shout out.
No, don't do that.
Michigan.
Don't do that.
And now the Pistons need to come with it. I will also say this too. The game was lost when that boy Rashad White did that boss up dance. But them Michigan boys did not like that when they did that. R.I.P. Icewood too, man. Don't do that. A lot of y'all boys that's not from Michigan, y'all come up missing. Do not do that dance. Them boys really got real mad at dudes for doing that dance, man. They do not let out-of-towners do that dance, man. But I salute them boys, man, because this is what happens, man, when something special is just happening in the city in which you are. Certain stuff just start to happen. And as you can see, a guy like Jared Edge can become a Super Bowl contending quarterback throughout the whole season, man, because it's just
can we be real now?
Of that town and that city. They really behind that team, bro.
Everybody kind of rooting for them right now.
Bro,
can we be real though?
Bro, when I knew Detroit was really locked in when I saw free Rios, bro. They really had free Rio signs in the crowd, bro. I'm like, bro, Rio? I'm like, bro, it's an NFL game. They talking about free Rio. I was like, yeah, them boys in Detroit really locked in right now, bro.
Fact.
They might do something.
Can we
and
be
then
real
even in the beginning
though?
with the Michigan Wolverines, them niggas having buffs on after the game.
Yeah, the
like,
buff
oh,
was
man,
crazy after the game. The buff was crazy after the game.
Buffs are Detroit staple.
Nah, I'm here.
But that's what I was trying to tell folks. They really putting the buffs on. Like, bro, they really embracing their community right now. Like,
yeah.
So I just
shout out to
Detroit.
Detroit.
Out to them, bro.
Shout out to Detroit.
Go ahead.
This is the weakest playoff run of anybody right now. If he beats the 49ers,
we are not doing this.
now we talking.
No, we are not doing this. We are not doing this.
Neither one of these teams supposed to be here. The Bucs ain't supposed to be here.
No, I can't say that early. I can't.
Oh no!
Ain't nobody.
Nah, the Rams are legit, bro.
Nobody.
You are a jerk. I'm calling you a jerk. You
ain't playing nobody.
Or the Rams are
early. I don't mean
y'all can dance how y'all want to.
You know what's wait? Can I say something quick? Wait, time out.
All that shit about this.
Wait, time out. You know what's crazy?
I love you to death early, but you are a jerk.
Wait, let me say this. So one, first off,
and never
it's so ironic you saying that about the Lions because you root for the 49ers. If anything, this 49ers run is more of a cakewalk than the Lions.
Wait, Trent. Moving on. Trent, can I ask you one question? Can I ask you a question, Trent?
Yo,
who had to be honest, of all the quarterbacks, even the ones that lost,
who played the worst?
All the quarterbacks this weekend. Who had the worst performance of all the quarterbacks? All the starters this weekend. Who had the worst performance? You think?
Early Purdy. So we gonna get to him though. But this is what I'm gonna say. No, Jared Goff.
Purdy did we supposed to do. So I don't
he's still not better than Kirk. But this is what I would say.
You just want to push back. You don't want to.
This is what I would say because I think this is where we're really gonna see Jared Copeland this weekend. But
he said that last week.
What? He said that last week. No, I didn't. Okay, come on.
Yes, you did. No, Trent, don't lie. Don't lie. Because I will pull the receipts, Trent. Don't lie.
Yes, you did.
The reason why I said that, because I wasn't thinking that the Cowboys and the Eagles were going to get first rounded. That's why I said that. I literally said once I figured out they faced the Bucs, I said they're going to the NFC Chip. I literally said that. I said that. Oh my God, I literally said that. But we can keep it pushing. If Jared Goff do what he do, and he ball out against the 49ers, y'all got it.
Phone off.
Y'all got it.
Y'all got it.
Leave it. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
If he balls out,
stop it, man.
Because
you know exactly what's gonna happen. He gonna leave the group chat. We're not gonna see early for a couple
Hey,
days.
Randall. Right. Random, you left a stream, bro. Can you stop
and I
doing
came
that?
right back
you
and I
left
apologized.
A stream.
And I came right back.
Yeah, and I didn't apologize when I came back. You left the stream. You tapped out.
And I came right back and I apologized.
You tapped out. PC had to put you in anger management because you couldn't control your feelings, nigga. We had to put you in PC anger management. They hired a whole anger management staff for you.
Came back and apologized early. So we both, so we both in the wrong.
Okay,
so we both in the wrong early.
Right,
you my cousin, right?
You both quit.
Don't play here. When your glass house is broken too early. Don't sit here and act like you Lily White, my boy.
We good.
Change back to your other outfit. It was a better outfit.
We're good. Let's get back to it. Get back to it.
If he ball out, he beat the 49ers, and he played not no Brock Purdy disaster guys. He really wild out. He Jared Edge, rated on superstar. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I admit I was wrong. Y'all got it.
Bro, what else, bro?
I got it.
Can I say one thing, Riddell, before you get into that? I want you to very much, Riddell, when you think about what you're about to say about Edge.
Riddell, you
Riddell.
Go ahead, lie,
Riddell, you watched the game. Jared Goff in that fourth quarter, they put the pill in his hands that fourth quarter, and he put up 132 passing yards in the quarter. Was an absolute dog. Riddell, give Edge his respect.
The Bucs have no pass rush. Stop it.
Come on.
The Bucs have no pass rush. Be honest, man. Be honest. I think I have to. I literally seen Jared Goff at one time.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
At one time, make a play in the back.
You know what? Let's talk about it.
He had so much time back there. He was making
I'm there to go there. I'm there to go there. When we're going to talk about Chase Young out there getting carried by Nick Bosa on that 49ers D line. And if he ain't had them two savages at linebacker, are we really talking about that?
You're a hater, though. You're an actual hater. You're an actual hater. Jared Goff was a #1 overall pick.
And it's going to
he's supposed to be this guy. My guy was the #1, literally the exact opposite. #1, the last pick.
Now I gotta let Riddell go.
Just as good as you, I'm just as good as you. I'm the last pick. You're the #1.
I gotta let Riddell go. Go ahead, Riddell. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I still got a decent amount of names in front of Jared Goff, including Kirk Cousins. But with that said, Jared Goff, man, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, man. He's doing his thing, bro. Shout out to Jared Goff.
Still ain't playing nobody.
I'm kind of with Trent. Like, I know the beating the Rams. And man,
all over
even though the Rams don't have a good defense, beating the Rams impressed me. Beating the Buccaneers, hey man, you did what you did, especially like Jared Robb said in the fourth quarter. But Jared Goff, similar to like Brock Purdy, in my opinion, they're like in this weird situation where they're still kind of game managers, but if you can do it in the fourth, you can change your whole legacy, honestly. And Goff has the opportunity against the 49ers. He has an opportunity to play against a team with a legit pass rush and a team that will put pressure on your team. So this opportunity for Jared Goff can really establish that, I'm one of them ones. So I'm here for it. I'm interested in the story. But hey, I will say this in terms of the legacy talk, in terms of all time, Jared Goff, 29 years old. I looked up some things like, okay, where's Jared Goff?
Underwhelming career.
53 in passing yards all time. He's 62 in passing touchdowns all time. And yeah, he still has some years in him. I don't think he'll be like top 25 or anything by the time he finishes.
Top 40.
Maybe, but I think he can at the very least with the Super Bowl, with the Super Bowl in mind.
And the MVP.
Y'all really got this thing winning the Super Bowl. Man, y'all
no, I don't early, but I'm
no, he doesn't. We're saying we're talking the question.
Stop talking about coulda, woulda, shoulda, maybe. It won't happen.
Come out. Early.
Solo way, I do got hate for your city. Because Detroit girl broke my heart one time. So I don't
early. Only thing I want to say to you early is I hear what you're saying, but you know, it's important to pay attention to the questions. You know, they teach you that in school. The part of the question had to do with his legacy. So that's why people are bringing up him winning a Super Bowl, how would it affect his legacy. So if you pay attention to the question and stop thinking with your emotions, you would understand why Riddell is bringing up the Super Bowl, because what we're talking about is legacy. Thank you. Go ahead, Riddell.
It'd be the same thing as Nick Foles.
So no, I'm not gonna.
This nigga got it done one time.
Nick Foles wasn't.
You're a hater. You're actually a hater.
Nigga got it done one time.
That's nasty. That's nasty, bro.
This is hate.
He won't get a statue.
With Jared Goff, I can comfortably say with the Super Bowl, his career will be greater than Kirk Cousins. His career will be greater than Tony Romo. His career will be greater than Dak Prescott. And I'm interested in y'all opinions about this. Will his career be greater than Cam Newton? I'm very interested in that conversation. And
smack foul with
that Super Bowl, will his career be greater than Cam Newton? So yeah, Jared Goff is gonna have some.
It'll be a question. It will be.
You know, something.
I should pull your MVP over your head tied up.
Yo, a Super Bowl.
Two Super Bowls and winning one. That's impressive.
Yo, early. Why are you not acting like a Super Bowl in Detroit? It's not a huge deal.
Yeah. Like, I should have brought a Super Bowl in Detroit with this team.
Oh my God! Go ahead, Random. Your world. Go ahead, Random.
All right. I'm sorry. Obviously, I was wrong. I picked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat the Detroit Lions. And clearly, whatever Todd Bowles' game plan that he came into that, y'all should go ahead and sit down and talk to him and say, hey, you do this again, you're not going to coach here no more. You're not going to coach here no more. But Jared Goff was comfortable.
You do this again.
Blaze. And Riddell, I was watching you go a little too far because I'm like, I'm about to bring it up. Crazy part is, because I got some receipts now. I never supported Jared Goff. I never supported T-Law publicly, but I literally got him dead to right saying on the show, I'm the T-Law guy, but I'm wrong. Don't worry about that. Early, by the way, did you know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were top 10 in sacks, but they don't have a pass rush? But okay.
Hey, also too, I got more receipts. Saturday, 6:20 p.m. Central.
Oh, exact time.
Trent. It's crazy because Baker finna beat Jared Copeland.
Hey, you want to know? Hey, you want to bring up a receipt? You want to bring up a crazy receipt? All right. Hey, if anybody wants to go do some scrolling on Players Choice Gridiron TikTok, there's a certain someone
years ago.
Let him talk.
There's a certain someone after Jahmyr Gibbs saying, "Oh my God, the Lions are only going to win 7 games now," and now they.
Wait. Yo, you can change your mind. Come on, Random. Go ahead. It's your turn.
So
you can change your mind.
So
don't die on the hill, y'all.
Now the line, I
bad too, Random.
The Lions for going in and they fully embrace Dan Campbell and they have the right player steering the ship in Jared Goff. He's never too high, he's never too low. He's doing his job. He's balling. He was great. Now going to the 49ers and they looking at a quarterback that it's obviously taking his team to at least the precipice of the mountaintop. I'm just saying, while I still think Tampa is a better matchup for the 49ers, them Lions, J-Rob, because wait till we talk about the 49ers, because I got some smoke. I got some smoke for Kyle Shanahan. I got some smoke for Brock Purdy. But right now, if he wins a Super Bowl, J-Rob, from a city that both of their top 2 players in history retired early. The first time you ever see Calvin Johnson in Detroit since he left was when Matthew Stafford went there. That's the first time. He's still nice. He's still mad at them for taking his money, by the way. Jared Goff and Dan Campbell have changed the culture. And it's different. It feels different. And I'm telling you guys, right now, they find you tooth and nail. They're taking them kneecaps. They taking all them kneecaps. They laughing at you, Colin Gurr, right in your face right now. They're laughing at everybody.
They biting them kneecaps off for sure right now.
So right now, if Jared Goff wins a Super Bowl, by the way, if he even makes a Super Bowl, he's only doing something that only Kurt Warner has done. And Kurt Warner's a Hall of Famer. If he wins a Super Bowl, taking 2 different teams to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Tom Brady did it too.
Wait, Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning too.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
There's a couple
my bad. Okay, so my bad. 3 people doing something that only 3 other people have done, and all 3 of those guys are Hall of Famers. If he wins a Super Bowl in Detroit, a place that, like I said, hasn't been this good since segregation, since Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks was getting beat in buses, just trying to sit up top because she was tired. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer.
I will say this: if the Lions win a Super Bowl, it'll be, in my eyes, one of the top 3 Super Bowls ever, like wins. Because I'll probably say Eli Manning beating undefeated Patriots, Nick Foles over the Pats, and then obviously just because the Lions been so poverty for so long, like it would just be insane to me. Lonnie, what are your thoughts before we move on?
Oh yeah, I think I agree with you I think that would probably be a top 3 Super Bowl. Only thing that could probably take that place is like if maybe the Browns finally won a Super Bowl. But no,
or the Jets.
Or the Jets. We got one though, Super Bowl 3.
So
was that the AFL?
It was just called,
before the Jets actually joined
this was back when it was just called Football League. American Football League.
AFL.
all right, so no, I think I had the Lions winning. I don't remember. Someone can fact check me. But no, Gibbs and Montgomery got it going. They make some great plays. Oh, Jalen, how did you think of this run game? I know.
That was great. This is a great running game. Jameer Gibbs is the truth. Jameer Gibbs is the truth.
All right, this one was great.
For sure.
Yeah,
Jameer Gibbs is a dog, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, we saw Aiden Hutchinson is a playmaker. The Jags fumbled by not getting him. Not that Walker is terrible, but like Hutchinson with Josh Allen, that would. Reynolds did his thing. And I want to say Brown was there too, but Laporta. I don't know why they had to sign Zach Ertz. Like I guess it's from depth or whatever. To me, it's tacky though. I'm sorry if you join a team at that when they're going to the NFC Championship just to try to get a ring. That to me that's tacky. Whatever.
Brock's right got hurt. That's why they
you sign him because you got the roster spot and you needed a tight end. He might not even play, bro. He just might be out there.
He's got more impact than Darren Waller.
Oh Lord. Darren Waller been hurt. He been hurt. Bad hammies.
Noodle, bro.
Bad hammies.
But when it comes to like Goff's legacy, like I think it'll end up evening out because earlier in his career when he was with the Rams, like they had like Todd Gurley, they had that defense with Aaron Donald, everybody like that. So everyone was saying back then, like what they say about Brock Purdy now, like oh he's like maybe the third or fourth thing that you think about when you think about that team. Now I guess on the lines, maybe he might not be the first, but he might be like the second. So I think like he has progressed as a player. Like, and he did get sent to Detroit to die. Like we all thought like, oh, he's over. There were problems with him and McVay, and everyone loves McVay to death. McVay can do no wrong to people's eyes. So him having problems with Goff, everyone was just hating on Goff. And I think no, if he wins the Super Bowl, I have him over Eli. I have him over Romo. I see that pain. I see that pain in your face, Riddell. I know, but
hey, I'm on my boy, bro.
No, I think
getting me a ring culture,
like
bro.
25 all time if he wins the Super Bowl, and it keeps consistent with like his level of play the next few years.
Why did nobody else say
I know we don't have time today,
Stafford
but like
is better.
Wednesday.
No, I don't think he's better. I don't think he's a guarantee.
I do want to see those T-Law receipts.
Golf win with Detroit, it might be too crazy. Jalen,
you got the T-Law receipts ready to go.
You got quick thoughts because that run game looked impactful, bro. A lot of stuff.
No, that run game was good. That run game was good. 100%. It wasn't as good last game, but it was good against the Bucks. 100%. But I will say Jared Goff. I will say Jared Goff.
My bad.
You know what he did in the fourth quarter and the contrast between him and Josh Allen. I will give you that. When Josh Allen was going for a little bit more of the home run balls, you saw what Jared Goff did. He made the right throws. He was poised in the pocket. He didn't force anything, which is nice to see. And you can see the improvement. When he was playing with the Rams, he was an okay quarterback. Even though they made it to a Super Bowl, he was never technically winning them games. They had a system there. Todd Gurley was doing his thing.
So everybody forget that game against the Ravens. Did everybody forget that game against the Ravens where they was going blow? Where he was balling out of his mind, bro.
Every quarterback has a couple of good games. Stop it. Like there's a bad quarterback. But you're telling me Jared Goff is significantly better now than he was with McVay? He's significantly better now. It's a different quarterback.
Tell Trent that. Tell Trent that.
Stop it. No, he's a different quarterback than he.
Trent seemed to be the only one who can't see it. Maybe you need to get some glasses, gang.
All I'm saying is he's going from. I like Ben Johnson, but Ben Johnson is not Sean McVay. And reality is for him to still be hooping the way he's hooping, going from Sean McVay to Ben Johnson, bro. And this is not a slight to Ben Johnson. It's just showing that Jared Goff as a quarterback, he has gotten better. He has grown.
Do you think McVay held him back because he kept him in his system, maybe? Do you think McVay was holding some? I'm asking a question.
Honest question. It's honest question.
Do you think McVay, for all his brilliance, do you think he was somehow holding Jared Goff back?
Not really. I think they needed something else.
This is the reason why he got traded.
Yeah, they just think they needed it. Listen, at the end of the day, I want you to know, it is never going to be it was never a bad situation for the Rams because at the end of the day, they got the Super Bowl out of it, and that was the goal. And the reality of it is they went all in on a Super Bowl. They got Jalen Ramsey. They went and got Odell. They got, obviously, they went and got Matthew Stafford. And it worked. And it worked.
Von Miller,
And maybe Jared Goff, when they lost to the Patriots, maybe he wasn't ready yet. That's okay. And maybe they felt like they needed somebody who was ready right away. But Jared Goff, they would send him somewhere to die. And the fortitude that he has shown as a quarterback, and that to me is a part of playing a position. Who are you going to become when that shit gets harder? Like, look at Baker Mayfield. 4 teams in 4 years, career completely resurrected. So, to me, he's my comeback player of the year. Shout out to Mark Hamlin, but Baker Mayfield completely changed the narrative. So, I mean, I don't know if it was a bad trade, because if Jared Goff and the Lions mess around and do win a Super Bowl, then it's like it worked out for everybody and everybody. Yeah, but let me get to the super chat before we get to this next question, because one of our questions is going to have to take a hit just due to the fact that, time constraints. Nick Tri-State, DJ Moore never had a legit 2 next to him. Bro, still 8.
DJ Moore's never been in the playoffs.
Texas versus B Moore was the most watched game in ESPN history, 31.8 mil. A lot of butthurt Lamar haters tuning in when they hating but can't stop watching 8 Ball. Shout out to Angie Carr, man. But because she ended with Lamar, I guess that means we should end with that. We should finish with that question. Lamar Jackson goes off for 4 touchdowns against the Texans. Has Lamar cleared some of the playoff allegations? And how much closer to Mahomes does he become if he can beat him in an AFC championship and win the Super Bowl? You can go, Trent. You can start it.
I mean, as of me, you, and G Baby, Dub, we've all said this. Besides Patrick Mahomes, ain't nobody really shown you really nothing really crazy to be the lock. The lock number 2.
Yeah.
We see Josh Allen tried it, ain't working. Joe Burrow tried it. He hurt. Yep. Lamar Jackson literally right now is pending. He's TBD, to be determined.
Right.
If he ball out outperform Mahomes, yeah, he gonna be there, and especially if he win the ball playing good too. Yeah. That's just what it is. But I'm not trying to be petty or nothing. I have a question for Bama.
Bama, you here?
Yeah,
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here
because I'm waiting to see the dumb shit.
I just have one question for you. I just have one question for you. Remember how you talked about like when Josh Allen playing those teams and like the field position, stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
He said,
What did you not watch the Ravens and Texans game and how they barely got past the 50?
I don't want to hear none of that.
Oh, now you don't want to hear. Now you don't want to hear. Oh, okay. Okay, like, this is what we saying, bro.
Hold on.
This is what we saying, bro.
Because C.J. Stroud's a good quarterback. That's a good defense.
But the point is the team is way better than the Texans. They can't get past the field. So the logic is still the same thing. It don't matter.
I wouldn't say they way better. Texas is just unproven, but that's a young, hungry team on the rise.
Yo,
y'all so nasty with them Texans. Because look.
Yeah, I'm ready to crash out about them Texans, though. I ain't gonna lie. CJ, that's my dog.
Texans when they beat up the Browns, and you was over there caping for Myles Garrett to get MVP.
Okay, yeah.
I was booty shaking for Joe Flacco. I'm not letting y'all get that over.
He had a run. He had an insanity run.
I'm not letting y'all not let that down. Y'all was booty shaking crazy for Joe Flacco. Yes,
me included.
That was booty
for that Browns defense. He beat the shit out that Browns defense. So I don't want to hear nothing to say about that. Lamar Jackson having that favorable field position is for the last 4 playoff bursts they had to where his team literally was selling him, bro.
That's such a plea.
That's
such a plea.
I don't care.
That's such a plea.
Because look, this is why I get so mad with y'all about Lamar, bro. We could sit here and acknowledge it behind his team had him behind the 8 ball his whole career. But now when he gets a favorable team where the matchup is in his favor, now we want to move the field goal post again. Like, oh, bro, you got this all-world deal.
Yo, this is what you do, Bama. This is why I know. This is what you do, Will Ford. This is what you when I talk about one thing, you bring it to a whole different stratosphere. I said state. You talked about with Josh Allen with the teams that he played. He talking about, y'all got to understand the field position and this and that, blah, blah, blah. The Ravens literally had the Texans in a 4x4. They couldn't move the ball. So if you're going to discredit Josh, just discredit Lamar.
Wait, hold on. Add on to that. Did you bring up all the quarterbacks that Josh Allen had to beat? You know who Lamar Jackson beat before C.J. Stroud? Ryan Tannehill. Like, come on, consistent game.
But no, it's not. But see, that's the thing. You missed the point about consistency. The only reason I brought up them quarterbacks is because my point was there's a reason why, even though he's beating those people in the playoffs, he's still getting criticized because as human beings, G-Baby, unfortunately, we're not looking at them wins like we're looking at the Patrick Mahomes ones because those is the difference between him and them Super Bowls. That's his hurdle. Regardless of what you want to say, his hurdle was Mahomes. Lamar's hurdle, getting out of the first round. So everybody got a hurdle, bro. Nobody was saying that that's a bad thing. But I'm just saying that there's a reason why for Josh Allen, when it comes down to his performances, that's the critique now because of that's what matters. Like, so that's the game.
My only pushback is this.
We was just saying you just in a check. Huh?
Do you not have Lamar as a top 3 quarterback?
Yeah, he got top 3 standards.
But look,
so shouldn't he have the same standard as Josh Allen then and getting like not just getting out the first round?
Okay, so listen.
He has though. He does.
This is why
baby.
Y'all
what type of question is that? Duh.
Everything, bro. Y'all do not look at everything, bro. With them other quarterbacks, y'all love to slurp up, bro. Listen, when them dudes fail, they go get new offensive coordinators, a fleet of weapons. They get everything to help their situation versus Lamar. He has to sit and suffer. He just now got a new offensive coordinator. He just now getting that.
Hey, can we not bring fellatio into liking players in 2024? Can we get rid of that? Can we please get rid of that? That's what's wrong with today's society.
Can you give me an example of them names of the quarterback that they bring in new players and they haven't done that for Josh Allen. They haven't done that for Joe Burrow. So what are you saying? What quarterbacks are you talking about then? Because you must be talking about Casper.
What you talking about? You talking about run to get weapons for?
Who? Name them.
Joe Burrow, you lied. They instead of getting an offensive line, they went and got Jamar Chase, didn't they?
Bro, that was after that was his second year in the league.
I'm not trying to hear none of that.
But they need an offensive line, though, Trent.
They really need an offensive line.
They ran and got Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown. They ran and got Josh Allen. Diggs. They do it every time.
But I'm saying recently that they've been stuck with the same guys for mad long. So again, I'm kind of confused. Are you talking about like when the beginning of Lamar's career? My main point is, bro, because again, you always try to move on to a whole different spectrum of what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, man, we just keep it the same. The Ravens literally shut down the Texans and they couldn't get past the 50-yard line.
Can I say something too, Trent? But Trent, also the other thing too, G baby, because you brought up Lamar Jackson. I'm pretty sure last week we all agreed that there was no pressure higher than the pressure that was going to be on Lamar Jackson going into this playoff series. So to sit here and this is why I say y'all being disingenuous too when we talk about Lamar is because the playoffs has literally been his criticism.
Yep.
That has literally been the criticism, how he's performed in the playoffs. So he's not been absolved or anything from that. That's literally been the only critique. And I even said, if he would have lost to CJ Stroud, he would have been barking up Dak Prescott levels in the playoffs, bro. It would have been filthy. It would have been filthy. So we all were very aware of that. And we would have to come up here today, shaking our heads, saying Lamar Jackson did not get it done. He was fumbling. He was doing it.
2 rushing, 2 passing.
And so when I'm looking at Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe Bama, maybe you could clarify yourself because the way I'm hearing Bama talk is almost like we give every other quarterback a pass and we always crap on Lamar, so now it's Lamar's turn to get a pass.
I think
that's why.
Can I say what I think? Can I say what I think Bama feels like? And Bama, tell me if I'm wrong. I think what Bama feels like is when it comes to quarterbacks like Josh Allen and Justin Herbert, when they fall short because they made enough splash plays, I think a lot of when they lose, it is because of this situation. And you look at everything else, you direct it at other situations outside of the quarterback. I'm not saying to us specifically. I think Bama is speaking to a general pop type of opinion. I'm not, because I don't want to say I'm speaking for you, G, or you, Trent.
But this is the most complete team Lamar's ever had.
Yeah, no. But what we're talking about just past transgressions and things of that nature. When you look at Lamar Jackson, I do personally feel like because of the automatic criticism that he came coming into the league, there are still those who don't believe that his style of play is feasible to win a championship no matter what. So there's a reason why he will always have some sort of doubt because honestly, G-Baby, in my opinion, for people to get behind Lamar Jackson, period, he has to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then people still may not get behind him.
But J-Rod,
But hold on, early, because Lonnie ain't never didn't get to go, so I gotta let him go too. He got his hand raised. So I think that's kind of where I feel Bama may be coming from, because even today, I love Darren Orlovsky. UConn Huskies legend. Shout out to the alma mater. But to me, he's the biggest quarterback apologist in all of football. He apologizes for too many quarterbacks for not doing enough. And I do think it gets a bit ridiculous. And I think that type of opinion kind of coincides with guys like Josh Allen. So because things like that, and then you got that girl calling Lamar quarterbacky enough. But isn't Josh Allen about to break the rushing record for touchdowns for a quarterback, or damn near close to it? Mm-hmm. So at the same time, it's like we pick and choose what narratives fit guys. So I think that's where Bama be coming from. But I don't think either guy is devoid of excuses, because Lamar Jackson,
Josh Allen,
Lamar Jackson, they do play exactly alike. Actually, nobody really wants to talk about it. They play a lot alike. The only difference is the running styles are different. Josh Allen's more of a bruiser,
but they are two big play.
Big play leg. Yeah, they're literally the same in a lot of facets. So I think that'd be the difference. I think those two guys are given a lot more freedom to make mistakes than Lamar is, and that's because he's already come in with the microscope. Go ahead, Lonnie.
You're muted, Lonnie.
Oh, I thought he was just frustrated.
Oh, sorry. I think I was laughing at Jalen earlier or something like that. That's why I was muted.
Stay laughing at greatness. You got to laugh.
Nah, you was.
The only thing great about you, Jalen, is your hair. Shut up.
It's amongst the many things, but
okay. No, big thing I wanted to harp on is that, like, a lot of these, if I'm some of these owners, a lot of these GMs, like, they're in my office and they're either gonna get fired or they're gonna be put on the hot seat. Like I like how you guys talked about the whole, like, different perspective between Josh Allen and Lamar, because this offseason, if Josh was in Lamar's situation, I'm sorry, the Falcons are gonna hit him up for a contract. The Saints are, before they sign Derek Carr. The Raiders, the Steelers, but all these teams, they want to step on the other teams. They don't want to step on the Ravens' toes. When was the last time we saw that happen? Like, this team's not wanting to step on other teams' toes to sign an MVP level quarterback. Right. That made no sense. The fact that he got no offers from no other teams this year.
A great point.
Balled out. I feel like he's gonna win the Super Bowl. He's gonna be considered top 2, and yeah, this is like the prime time for him to.
That's crazy.
They do booty shaking for
we only catch the booty shaking, man. We only catch it.
Go ahead, Lottie.
This is definitely Lamar's, like, year to win it, like, because he has, like, this defense is historic, like, and eventually you guys have to start playing real, because I think Roquan Smith's contract is gonna eventually be up. Kyle Hamilton, like, you guys drafted him like a few years ago, but he's a big check. He's an all-pro safety, so he's gonna need a bag. And Zay Flowers, you just drafted, so like the time to win is now. And like we shut up the haters, like, a quarterback like this can't win an MVP. A quarterback like this can't win playoff games. Now it's like the last haters, like, you can't win a Super Bowl with this type of quarterback. So now it's time to shut them up too. And yeah, I think that's it right now. But were you saying something early? Or
I just don't think. I think a lot of it we don't talk about them too, and because I know a lot of people don't want. Not only they give Lamar a hard time, they don't want a quarterback that look like him to win. We've never had since probably Doug Campbell. We've never had a quarterback that looks like this. From
the hood, yeah, from the
like
hood.
Even when Cam went there, when Cam went there, lost it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes are commercial babies. Like, that's what you want. That's what the media wants you to look like. So when you say he's not quarterbacky enough, what you really saying is he might be too black to play quarterback. He's the same quarterback that they told wasn't smart enough to play quarterback and didn't even give him a chance. Wanted to immediately put him at receiver. So of course you don't want a guy like this to win, who got that slurred down south draw. Like, of course you don't want a guy like this to win. But I gotta say this. If Patrick Mahomes goes into Baltimore and beats this Baltimore team, he is biracial Jesus. Like, period. This nigga's biracial Jesus.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He might be the GOAT. If he beat this Ravens defense,
He'll be number 2.
He's one. G baby, he's one. He's one.
Yeah, he's one. Because I have him 2 right now.
No, he's not.
He's one.
He's not.
Longevity argument. It's a longevity argument.
Wait, real quick.
I'm gonna tell you what. He would have to. He would have to argue. He would have to be an argument for one. The weapons. Yeah, I'm gonna say between the weapons on this Chiefs offense to beat that Ravens defense, and then potentially have to beat. Let's say, and then potentially have to beat the 49ers.
With Deion Branch.
Then have to beat the 49ers.
Thank you.
Have you watched this Chiefs defense, Jalen?
Go ahead, lie. Let go ahead.
He might have to be one. He might have to be one. He might have to be one to me, bro. He would be LeBron James.
This is my problem. With y'all.
LeBron had to play for 20 years to be one. So to keep the same energy.
He's been one for a decade.
Yeah, I have LeBron at one.
He's been one for the last 8 years.
Jalen, listen,
minimum.
This is why I think Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm with you, Random.
First off, Mahomes, let's be real.
He's one, Random.
No, he's literally not. He's literally not.
Wait, listen.
We're literally not. We're not going to sit here and act like when Brady was going to play Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl with all of the injuries that Pat Mahomes had. He was still favored in that game. What are we talking about?
I'm going to be better than number 1.
Not blown
This is going to be the new MJ LeBron debate, bro.
It is. Unless Lamar has anything to say about it.
What are we talking about? Brady was
taking Kobe
and you, J-Rock, in the Super Bowl and winning. What are we talking about?
Lamar, 2 MVPs.
Let me explain.
He
might
do it. He might Steph Curry. He might Steph Curry. He might put Steph Curry on.
Let me tell y'all why.
On that boy.
First off, right?
Steph Curry better than LeBron?
No.
All right,
all time no.
Shut up.
First off, the Mahomes.
You shut up.
Hey, listen, Mahomes. First
it's a possibility.
Let's just keep it 1,000, everybody. Let's just
objectivity. Just be objective about it, please.
Right? Listen. First off, we can all agree this is the greatest start, probably the greatest peak a quarterback has ever. Like, bro,
5K year 1. 5K
more talented.
50. 5K.
Congratulations. Pat Mahomes is more talented.
Wait, hold up.
No, that's not just talent.
No.
What are we talking about?
Wait, let me.
What are we talking about?
Let him cook. Let him cook.
There's multiple.
Then you could go. You can respond. Let him go, though. You can respond. I got you.
Multiple reasons.
Yeah, I got you. Let you dead next.
One of the greatest peaks, greatest starts, bro. And then not only did he throw 5K 50 touchdowns, everybody said, "Oh, yeah, Tyreek and Travis." Juju was his best wide receiver. Juju. Now let's think about this.
He did play an Eagles team that was frauds back then too.
Whatever. Listen. I'm not even going there now. Now think about this. He has been so dominant statistically and performance-wise. Bro, this is the first year he played a road playoff game. Think about that. He's been playing since 2018.
It sounds like a stacked team to me.
Sound like a
stacked team to me. Sound like privilege to me. Sound like privilege.
Nah, you're.
Yo, he's a Mahomes.
There's no way to Brock Purdy apologist.
I mean, but Eli went 9-7. Had to play everybody.
Early.
Joe Flacco had to play everybody at home and still won.
Don't stand on that.
You said a stacked team. Come on, gang.
Yeah, he's capping right now. He's capping.
And then it's also cool. It's not even just the numbers as well, because Peyton Manning put up all the numbers, got 5 of the things. But what happens in the playoffs, gang? Bro, this playoff performances too. Don't get me wrong. You guys are done.
Peyton Manning in the playoffs.
Are you better Tom Brady?
Hold up.
I'm just waiting so I can go.
Because Mahomes has a dud too. That second half against Cincinnati, that was a pretty game. Finished
the only one, though.
That's his only one, though, bro.
That's the only one I seen.
So Super Bowl 51 don't count then, right? It don't count.
Hold up, listen.
Go ahead and lie, G baby. Super Bowl 51 don't count. Super Bowl 51 didn't count.
Are you talking about against the Bucks?
Are you talking about this whole lot?
He was still favored in that game. What are we talking about? He played terribly.
Nobody cares about being favored, bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait, time out.
Not doing this.
This is why I be saying,
This is my problem. I'm gonna let y'all finish. I'm gonna go. I'm tired of this.
Wait, hold on. You have earned your scholarship at Yappin University. Why did you bring up Super Bowl 51?
Why?
O-line wasn't out. Like we wasn't seeing Patrick Mahomes throwing passes in midair.
Yeah.
And then mind you, what are you on the dots and Tyreek and Travis was dropping the ball. What are you talking about, bro?
Hold on. Trent. You know how
we capping for Patrick Mahomes?
Random, you gonna go. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this now, Random. I'm about to give you the floor, but I'm gonna say this, Random. That's OD because if we're gonna use that game as the standard, then I'm finna hit Tom Brady with the Dak retired you tax. You lost to a backup. You lost to a backup quarterback, and you lost to Eli Manning.
He lost to a backup quarterback. That defense was ass.
Hey, last time I checked,
don't do that.
I love Brady.
Wait. Last time I checked, Tom Brady was 18-0 with the number one offensive.
I'm being mad.
Dropped 17 against the Giants. 14.
I gotta get mad.
We're going against your standards.
We're going to nitpick these
games.
outperformed
by Eli, but hey, twice.
Eli's the all-time great.
Malcolm, if Malcolm Butler does, you know what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me go. So this is my problem. This is my problem.
You better cook, Brandon.
Patrick, I gotta
make me proud, cuz
he got an argument. He got a case.
Proud.
If y'all let me talk, okay. So this is my problem with y'all. Okay, we are not gonna sit here and act like Tom Brady wasn't winning Super Bowls with a converted college quarterback as his best wide receiver. We are not going to talk about that.
Let him cook.
We are not going to sit there and act like Hey, whether or not you want to like it, because y'all want to say whether or not you want to like it. Patrick
had a nigga play quarterback 3 years prior.
Hold on, early. We're not going to sit here and act. Patrick Mahomes has 3 losses in the playoffs. 2 of them are to Tom Brady. One of them in his crib. Let me go, Trent. I'll let you talk.
He didn't say that.
My problem with y'all when y'all talk about Tom Brady, he's done it every which way. He's done it every which way you want it. He was a wild card. He was a dominant team. And yes, he lost to Eli. Those things are never. I'm never going to deny that. Yes, he lost to a backup quarterback. Yes, he did that. But every time you felt like every time you needed it, and he saved Bill Belichick's legacy because back in 2001, Bill Belichick was going to be fired. They were Jalen, look at me. They were 5-11 the year before with Drew Bledsoe, a Pro Bowl quarterback. They were 0-2 on that. Bill Belichick is telling opposing coaches on the field, hey, we suck this year. I'm going to be fired. And what did Tom Brady do? He helped them. Was he the best in that first playoff run? No, but they won the Super Bowl. The next year, Jalen's going to sit here and say that if hold on, please let me go. The second one. Everybody always forgets that second Super Bowl against the Panthers. Early would tell you that was a shootout. And maybe y'all don't remember it because Janet Jackson showed us her titty on national and Change Sports Television as we know it. But that was the shootout. Okay, and Adam Vinatieri was not good in that game. He missed a field goal. He got blocked. He blocked another one, and another one was blocked. And he only makes the end one. But everybody always says that Adam Vinatieri saved him in that one. This is my problem with y'all. Y'all acting like just because y'all don't like it how he does it, because Patrick Mahomes is the more flashy one.
No, shut up. I knew that was coming. No.
I let y'all finish.
Go ahead.
So now that Tom Brady has done it every which way, even when his defense wasn't good, because I know y'all gonna throw the top 10 defenses at me. What did he do in 2011? That defense was bad, and he still went to the bowl with it. In 2013, that defense was bad. He still went to AFC Championship game.
I'm next. I'm about to cook.
What are we doing? Y'all are sitting here pretending.
What happened in 2011?
Wait, are you done? Are you done or can I go now?
Y'all are sitting here and pretending.
Are you done or can I go? Are you done or can I go? Are you done or can I go?
Does Eli suck?
Are you done or can I go?
What side you on though, Trent?
Hold on.
Y'all are sitting there not even letting me
talk
about Eli. And in 2020,
when you're done, you can go.
In 2020, with no offseason, in a pandemic, no offseason training camp, nothing at all, helped a team that was bad, that was indisciplined, that
the most stacked team in Buccaneers. What?
The most stats.
They
didn't get stacked when he got there, Jaden. They wasn't stacked when he got there. All of a sudden, they were stacked.
That offense.
Let me say this.
The Buccaneers team wasn't stacked.
Was it
No, they wasn't stacked before he got there. No, they wasn't.
I did not say that.
Did you just bring up the 2020 ball?
Let me finish, and I'll tell you. Let me
go ahead.
That season.
Yeah, it's about to look like the bloodline up here in a minute. Go ahead.
That season, more than any other season in NFL history. Look at every team that made the AFC and the conference championship games. Every single one of those teams was together for a long time. The Chiefs together for a long time. The Bills together for a long time. The Packers together for a long time. Okay. And then there's the Bucks.
I'm about to cook y'all.
What are we talking about here?
Can I go now? Can I go now?
Every which way you want it. Y'all just don't like it because y'all want Patrick Mahomes.
No. Stop.
When it mattered.
No.
What are we talking about?
I ain't gonna lie. Early, you should have went before him because telling somebody we picking another guy just because we want them to be better. Yapping. Early. You should have put it. Early. You should have put it in your hands because now it's time for me to get to cooking.
That's why you'll never be number one.
This is why now it's time to get to cooking. When Tom Brady came into the league, he came in for Bledsoe and did what he was supposed to do. Great quarterback, love his career with the Super Bowl. Never get a job back. I give him hella praise. I also have said Brady is the GOAT. Brady did not come into the league throwing for 5,050 touchdowns. That's not it.
I never said that.
Of course you didn't say that. I'm saying my argument. I'm giving my argument of why I think if Patrick Mahomes wins a Super Bowl this year, I think I might put him at the GOAT. And if you look at the 6 years of his career, as much as I love Tom Brady ain't have 6 years like this straight. He has not. And at the end of the day, when I look at Patrick Mahomes, 55,000 to start your career. You go to a Super Bowl the year after win Super Bowl MVP. Random, do you realize since this man has entered the end of the National Football League, the title of American Football Conference has gone through him since he's touched the NFL. He is not. And the thing is, people forget Tom Brady and the Pats went on a drought. I don't know when the Chiefs are going on a drought because you know what, Random? This season was supposed to be the drought year. This year, even the year before, the last 2 seasons, everybody said the Chiefs were going to take a step back. They don't have the same weapons. Reek isn't there. He is a merchant of Reese and Kelsey. The last 2 years, they're back in the same place they've been. Every single thing that they've said Patrick Mahomes has not been able to do, he has done. And if you look at the trajectory of his career from where he has started, there is never been a start to an NFL career greater. He already has 2 Super Bowl rings, 3 appearances. He's only started 6 seasons in the National Football team. His baseline has been an AFC championship. So if you just go by where he has started 6 years, you can already make a case that if you take away his cumulative numbers and just say the accolades, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 3 trips to the Super Bowl, 2 regular season MVPs. You don't even look how many years you played in the league. That's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Then you find out. Hold on. No, there's no context to add to that.
It is context.
The game was different when Brady started than when he finished. What are we talking about? The game was different when Brady.
You're moving the goalpost.
The game was different. The game was different when Brady started when he finished.
Because the thing is, you're both is not. If y'all want to keep adding context, let's keep adding context.
The team was already ready.
Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, up to this season, his 6th year starting in the NFL, has never had a defense to the level of what Tom Brady has worked with. And they've gone to multiple AFC championships and won Super Bowls. This is the best defense he's ever had and the worst wide receiver group he's ever had. And on the games where he needs to have it, he does it time in and time out. There's no context to add. There's no context to add.
Bro, yeah, the first time in NFL.
The first team that stop moving the goalpost. Stop with the Michael Jordan era bullshit. I'm talking about what's actually going on. He has.
I told you what actually went on.
You're not telling me what's actually going on because all I know
the game was different. Was it not different?
Stop talking about the game is different because Random. If you're talking about errors,
it was different.
and we're talking about errors.
This game is built about passing yards. How many quarterbacks throw for 4,000 yards now, J. Rob? How many? That used to be something that was a myth.
Dan Marino's throwing for 5,000 yards. I've seen Drew Brees throw for 5,000 yards. We've seen Phillip Rivers put up multiple.
What era do you see 10 quarterbacks throw for 4,000 yards? Like it ain't nothing.
You know what's funny, y'all?
Like it ain't nothing.
Hey, when Tom Brady is able to dominate the new era of football, it's okay. When he's able to dominate the new era of football, throw for 5,000 yards.
That's what makes him
for
great.
5,000
He
yards.
dominated.
He throws for 5K. Hold on. He throws for 5K in this era. It's okay. When he does it in this era, it's okay. But when Patrick Mahomes, since coming in, is doing it, it's a slight. And the thing is, Random, the thing is, too, one thing about you, bro, and I'm going to just say I don't give a fuck. You make lazy arguments to back your points.
How is that a lazy argument?
Going out your way to tell us.
The
thing is, I let you rock. You keep interrupting me. You literally said that the one reason why we got Patrick Mahomes is because we like him more. Not talking about all the accomplishments and yards and things that he's done on the football field. And you're still interrupting me. And then on top of that, you're talking about errors. Random, I've never once heard you ever on this platform start using errors to talk about sports. I've seen you praise guys for what they've done in this era in absolute.
And I praise
let me finish. In absolute what they're doing. You ain't comparing them to nobody. But when this kid comes in and absolutely shatters all expectations, and because it is going against your guy, who we really want to talk about, your GOAT, a guy who I've also acknowledged as the GOAT, to sit here and not think that in six years as a starter, to have three Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, and 4 trips in the last 6 years of your career, there's no way that you cannot look at this guy and consider him as potentially one of the GOATs of this game. So when you come up here and talk about it, you have to be objective. Tom Brady made the most of his situation, but Tom Brady also was not demanded to be the engine that Patrick Mahomes has been asked to be from the moment he has stepped foot in Kansas City. And I am not taking nothing away from Tom Brady. All-time great. He is right now my GOAT. But if you look at the trajectory, it is not close that Mahomes will have a case, because if he keeps going at the pace he's going, he'll mess around and have 7 rings. To potentially have 3 in 6 years, y'all are out your minds if y'all want to keep talking to me about the fucking errors. Like, are you kidding me?
That is crazy.
The fucking errors. It's crazy because as objective as I've been about Tom Brady, we want to talk about errors, but the era has been so Tom Brady friendly. So many rule changes. So many times being bailed out through, you know what?
J-Rock, can I add on to that?
Go ahead.
This is what blows. Okay, so do y'all not value winning in less time? Like the shit that we're seeing with Patrick Mahomes, we've never seen it before in somebody's first 6 years. 6 straight AFC champs, about to win another bowl, and then also
Tom Brady go to Super Bowl this first 3 or 4 years.
Are you dumb? Did you hear what I just said?
You just said we never seen it though.
Early. We haven't seen Brady do it.
Are you dumb?
Did Tom Brady throw for 5K twice in his first 6 seasons?
Okay. Hear me out. We were saying the year before Patrick Mahomes bringing that quarterback away from being a Super Bowl team, dog. Look, he didn't have an already made team, dog.
Where y'all keep
Alex Smith just didn't throw the ball down the field. That's it. That is it.
Hold on, y'all.
Already good, man.
Hold on. One quick second. Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question though, because y'all keep saying the same thing. This is like the 4th time y'all keep bringing up this 5K in the first season. Again, y'all overlook the context. You have Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, offensive-minded coaches.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
He made it work with Alex Smith. He made it work with Alex Smith.
This is where
first year
starting 5,000 yards.
We sit here. No. What are you talking about? No. Because we got to add context. We got to add
what context?
I'm not going to let you talk.
Bro, nobody debates football. If you can't come up with a real argument, random saying we don't like it, it's the dumbest I ever heard, bro.
We just lazy, bro.
You calling me lazy?
You can't win an argument. You use lazy argument. You can't win an argument.
2 hours to let y'all spew out bullshit, not an argument, bro. Nobody said that. All I'm saying right now, bro, for y'all to sit there and bring up that 5,000-yard game with the two crazy offensive minds he has play calling for him, bro.
That's like blaming him for having a great defensive mind as a head coach.
Bro, what are you saying?
Having a great defense, that's like tackling for having an elite defense.
You're going to discredit
you definitely have to bring up having an elite defense.
Wait, time out.
The year before, Alex Smith was 4,000 yards and a Pro Bowler.
Was he there, Patrick Mahomes?
So what are we talking about?
Was he there, Patrick Mahomes?
Did not go to playoffs with Matt Castle.
But didn't throw the ball deep down.
No, they did not.
Didn't throw the ball deep down. So when the nigga who finally throws the ball deep downfield gets the range,
look it up,
already ready. How many times the Texans been playoffs before Tom Brady? How many times the Texans been playoffs before Tom Brady, dog? He changed that team's whole stratosphere, dog.
You can say the same thing. Patrick Mahomes literally changed the Chiefs.
Where's the Patriots?
Patrick Mahomes literally changed the Chiefs. What are you talking about?
They were already proud, though. We were already proud. If they get a quarterback who throws the ball,
he didn't change the Chiefs. He just took them to a different level.
How? He changed the franchise.
Did the
Patriots change the franchise?
Like Patrick Mahomes, Bryce Young. Panthers situation, they got it popping. Came into a year drought.
You know what situation, they got it popping. He did. You know why y'all losing me? You know why y'all really losing me? You know why y'all really losing me?
He was fucking
You know why y'all really losing me?
He was Tim Duncan.
Y'all acting like a player in 6 years
starting. Never had to struggle ever.
Having
Stop it.
He's never had to struggle
never.
in his career.
He didn't come into a situation where it was hard.
You are such a liar.
Stop it. He didn't come into a situation where it was hard. He didn't.
So hold on. Come on.
He came into a plush house.
Time out. This is where you lose me. Didn't Tom Brady lose a Super Bowl with a plush house, with the plushest house in the land, the biggest car, the fastest Ferrari, the fastest Ferrari in the garage?
Patrick Mahomes did.
He didn't play good at all. He got outperformed by Eli Manning.
He built that house. He built that house.
Played even
worse.
He
had Randy Moss. He got outperformed by Eli
Manning.
Okay, now y'all yapping.
Cam Newton situation where he had to get it from the struggle. Get out the mud.
Never looked as bad as Patrick Mahomes.
Y'all are yapping. Y'all are laughing because I'm gonna tell you why y'all being. I'm telling you why y'all really lying because y'all not even being objective about what the question was. Bro said the question was if he wins a third Super Bowl in 6 years as a starter with 3 Super Bowl MVPs, how does he not have a goddamn case already for the GOAT conversation?
Because you got to do it for 23. You know what years? And 1,000 fucking yards and 700 touchdowns.
So you're telling me.
Super Bowls.
So you're telling me he wins 3. So you're telling me it's okay that if let's say he wins a third Super Bowl today, he don't got to win one for the next 10 years, then wins 3 more, then he can have a conversation because he'll have enough cumulative yards.
Y'all just assuming Patrick Mahomes gonna play 340.
Why would I not?
Crazy to me, dog.
Why would I not? Has he shown any signs of slowing down? Has he shown any signs of slowing down right now?
All right. This nigga coming. This nigga coming. That young boy. He coming. This league is going to get hard for him. Then we'll see who he is.
Listen, that's why we asked the question.
Because when Joe Burrow came, we watched you lose.
Y'all not.
He beat Burrow last year.
I can't pick this dude, man.
He beat Joe Burrow right back.
He's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Just yapping. He beat Joe Burrow right back in the conference championship.
Yeah, but he lost and he cried about not beating them. He lost, and then when he lost to the Bills, he cried about
it. He seen Tom Brady.
I
seen Tom Brady lose to bad quarterbacks.
Stop it, man.
This
Eli bad quarterback. Is Eli bad quarterback?
He's not close to Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's not.
But is he a bad quarterback?
He's not that good.
He's mediocre.
He's not that great. What are you talking about?
At the end of the day, right now, Tom Brady.
Eli Manning right now.
At the end of the day, I want to know Tom Brady is still the GOAT as of today.
Eli GOAT me. Eli GOAT.
As of today, Tom Brady is still the GOAT. And I will say this: Lamar Jackson, if he beats him in the AFC Championship and wins the Super Bowl, the GOAT conversation for Pat Mahomes, he'll have more work to do. But to sit here and not be objective about what he's done from an accomplishment level and the totality of the numbers, no, it's not. But y'all nothing, nigga. That's what you losing me. He's literally doing what he's supposed to do. What'd you say?
Y'all let this nigga slide, bro.
Y'all not letting him slide. You can't let yo. How am I letting somebody slide? How am I letting somebody slide for consistently going to the conference championship or the Super Bowl? He's not in a favorable situation where he just letting shit. Everything is tailor made. The reason why you don't make no sense.
So he didn't come into a tailor made situation.
Let me finish, because when you went crazy for 20 minutes, you got to rock out. You end this nigga below me. Stop interrupting me. When you look at this Chiefs team, you're not being honest. You're not being honest. It took them to his 7th season in the NFL to get a top tier defense. The last 2 years, he's had C+ wide receiver talent at best and has made the most of it. So all of this tailor-made, this, that, and the third, yeah, he has a creative play caller in Andy Reid. But if he was a scrub, if he was an average guy, not every quarterback is thriving in that situation. Every quarterback is not weathering Kadarius Toney being a merchant throughout the year with mistakes and ruining games. Not every quarterback is weathering the amount of drops and bad wide receiver play he's dealt with this year. And not a lot of guys are dealing with just having a tight end as a weapon. You know who's the only other guy that I can say for a shadow of a doubt I can see do that? Tom Brady, the ghost that this man has been chasing. Lonnie, go ahead, bro.
So as the biggest Patriots fan here, I will be as objective as I can. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback ever. Like, we've established that. Yeah. Whether you like it or not.
No, we haven't, apparently, because it's the argument.
Yes. Again, hold on, guys. Again.
You can't be the greatest if it's the argument.
Listen, y'all, let's keep a track. This is the second question today that Early decides to completely neglect the question because of the opinions of everybody else and his emotions. The question was, what happens if Mahomes wins a third Super Bowl in this span? What does it do? Right. That's why people were talking about the GOAT early. Just make sure you.
I know what you said. You said that a third Super Bowl will help them be number one or argue for number one. No, it won't.
So as of today, though, we don't think he's number one. Though we're saying, what if? Go ahead, Lonnie.
No, yeah, I have Mahomes right now. Just me personally, I have him number 2. I have him number 2 already. So him winning the third one, that like. It's still not 7. To me, I've said, like, before I even on the show, to me, like, to my family, it's like, yo, if he gets to 5, I'm sorry, he probably above Brady. Because to me, Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback I've ever seen, but he's not the greatest because he hasn't gotten there yet. But to me, it's always how you start, it's how you finish. Because we don't know, because we've seen Tom Brady get hurt. We've seen him tore ACLs and stuff like that. I'm not wishing that on Pat Mahomes at all. Like, I love Pat Mahomes. I love his game. He's a genius. But we don't know how long he actually wants to play in the NFL. We don't know if he's going to get a nasty injury that's going to slow him down. We don't know if he's going to end up playing 20 plus years. We don't know, like, if his right, if like
I'm saying,
we don't know.
Let it play out a little bit.
But we can't go about it.
At least the best quarterback start.
Damn. He has the best. Okay. He might have the best.
Okay.
Sports career start that we've ever seen.
Tiger Woods exists.
Okay, yeah, Tiger Woods might have the best start ever. He might have the best
modern era. Like,
yeah. He might have the best start.
10 years, y'all. He a year 7.
But look how crazy it is in 7 years early.
But he's still not gonna be number 1 with 3. No,
like, I'm just saying that the numbers are not to me. What I don't understand between you, Random, and Early is, y'all don't think the start, like, this is the start of what he's already on? Isn't it ridiculous? It's not ridiculous to y'all.
Because bro, I watched quarterback since I was a kid.
I will understand.
Now I'm old enough to have kids. Be great for that long, dog. But Early, I was a kid.
Yeah, Early, I hear you.
All the way into, like, what?
No, I hear y'all. I hear that. But
I got nephews my age now.
I hear that. But in his 6 years, bro, he already has an all-timer level trophy case.
I agree.
People have 20-year careers for what he did in 6. That's my whole point. People play 17 to 20-year careers.
You not compare him to people. You compare him to Tom Brady.
Can
I just ask one question? So early, if you're saying you want him to play longer before we start putting him above that, where do you have Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes top 3 right now already.
Wow. So why is he out? Because
hold on. He has done more than Peyton Manning.
He has not done more in 6 years than Peyton Manning did in his career. That's a lie.
Yes, he has.
Now he has.
Has he done more than Joe Montana?
Has he done more than Joe Montana? Has he done more than Joe Montana?
No, I got Joe Montana. I said,
you're just talking Super Bowl wins.
Top 3. Joe's my number 2. Joe's my number 2. Thank you. That's my number 2.
Random. You think Joe Montana is the second best quarterback in football ever? Random.
This ain't 2005 anymore.
Come on, Random.
He's not top 2 anymore.
Random, go ahead. Random, go ahead.
2010.
I can't hear you.
Terry Bradshaw on the list too. Where's Terry Bradshaw? He has 4 rings.
Go ahead, Random.
Y'all nasty. Terry Bradshaw is nowhere.
Yeah, we're not talking about Terry Bradshaw. We're not talking about Terry Bradshaw.
Don't be nasty.
Random, go ahead, Random.
Don't be ignorant.
We're not using Terry Bradshaw.
He's not. I look at it, right? The way there's a gulf between Patrick Mahomes and the rest of the quarterbacks. That's how I feel it is with Tom Brady and everybody else. Right now, that's how I feel it is. I've never said that Patrick Mahomes is not even top 5. I think he has an argument with Montana already. My problem is Tom Brady has done it every which way you want it. Even just look at his stats in his 40s. Tom Brady in his 40s, if he just did it, if he just did what he did in his 40s,
39
he's a Hall of Famer. The variety of
back 28-3.
I love Brady. I love Brady. I love Brady. That's
legendary. Wait, come on.
I love Brady.
I think Mahomes
You see the variety with Patrick Mahomes. You see him do it with the good. You see him do it with Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. And we also see him do it with the lesser receivers.
Let Randall finish. Go ahead, Randall.
So my thing is, obviously, the Mahomes is showing that. My thing is, look at the entire 2010s themselves, man. Other than the year that 2010 where Randy Moss was there and he got traded, right? Gronk was getting hurt early in the 2010s. His best receiver is what? Josh Gordon coming off multiple suspensions.
Jabbar Gaffney 1 year.
And
why y'all being
Edelman?
dumb? Y'all being so disingenuous.
No,
we being dumb because we don't agree with you.
Bro, you act like you didn't. Bro, that wasn't his main receiver.
Threw 5,400 with Juju.
Come on, guys.
This is what I'm trying to. If y'all let me finish, I'll explain. I don't think so. The multiple
5,200 with
we want to start naming Patriots.
We really need to start. G-Baby, do I need to tell you? G-Baby, do I need to start naming receivers for you that'll work? That would not even make the Chiefs roster.
Name them.
Aaron Dobson.
What year?
Doodoo.
What year?
Cameron Tompkins.
Sky Moore. Bum. Sky Moore.
Jabbar Gaffney.
Philip Dorsett. Who's bouncing all over the league.
But hold on. Since y'all want to do that though, right? Go check Patrick Mahomes' stats compared to his previous years when he got this talent. Look at his numbers this year.
David Givens.
Look at his numbers this year.
Ocho.
Dramatically when he ain't got no help, right?
And then when you see what he did in the playoffs,
But you said that Tom Brady wins every which way. Hasn't Mahomes shown you that he can win any way too?
How in 6 years? How in 6 years have you shown me every which way?
Wait, come on.
How?
Okay,
because early, even in 6 years,
if he can win every which way, he would have beat Tom Brady his first year in the Super Bowl, even with a bad line. If he can win every which way,
Tom Brady didn't win.
I'm being petty. I'm a Taurus, nigga. I'm a Taurus.
Early cookie out.
He's not cooking. You guys,
Patrick
Mahomes,
this is bad work.
But y'all funny though, right? Because Patrick Mahomes comes to a situation where he already had a playoff team, right? Already had a good team, right?
You know what
they were about to move the Patriots. They were so bad for years.
You know what that playoff team was doing?
Move the Patriots. They were so bad. They were about to get the nigga to Boston.
You know what that playoff team was doing? Blowing 20-point leads to the Colts and losing to Marcus Mariota. That's what that playoff team was doing.
Because Alex Smith was the problem, but we all knew when Alex, and then his first year, you had a Kareem Hunt wasn't the top 3 running back his first year. Tyreek and Kareem.
Kareem Hunt didn't play.
Hold up.
Kareem Hunt had 15 yards first year. Touch him out. Yeah, 15 yards first year. Touch him out.
Y'all keep saying that. Tom Brady. Y'all keep saying that. Tom Brady.
Go ahead, Jalen.
Listen. Y'all, everyone kept saying that Tom Brady has won it in so many different ways and that Patrick Mahomes has whatever. Patrick Mahomes in his first Super Bowl year already did something that Tom Brady never did. Let's bring up the facts of it, all right? Tom Brady's first Super Bowl, the 6th-ranked defense. His second Super Bowl, 1st-ranked defense. 2004, 3rd-ranked defense. Then after that,
what does that have to do with his quarterback play? We're talking about quarterback play.
We already know Jalen is a Peyton Manning merchant. We already know
quarterback play.
All he's doing is quarterback play.
I let y'all rock. I really let y'all rock. Shut up.
I'm gonna get to mute now. I want everybody to get to speak. This is Gucci. We cooking right now.
You be spewing bullshit, Jalen.
Nah, he's not even letting them talk though.
Go ahead,
you be spewing bullshit too. You just loud and you just be loud about it.
Shaq, talk to him.
Hold up. So Tom Brady in his 7 Super Bowl wins. He has 7, which is great. 2001, 6th-ranked defense. 2003, 1st. 2004, 3rd-ranked defense. Then we go a decade plus. 2016, 1st-ranked defense. 2020, 8th-ranked defense. And he had one Super Bowl. 2014, 8th-ranked defense. Patrick Mahomes, his first Super Bowl season, they had the 2nd worst pass defense in the league. 28.
Who's the offense though? Who's the offense? Because one has the offense coordinator, and the other one has the defense coordinator.
It ain't finna be nothing. It ain't about nothing. You go ahead, Jalen. It ain't finna be nothing about nothing, Jalen. Go ahead.
28th worst pass defense and the 17th worst run defense.
Yeah, let him finish, bro.
Defense, it's still in the 20s.
Jump him.
Hold up. So Tom Brady never won a Super Bowl without a top 10 ranked defense, while Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl without. There's already a difference right there. That's already right there. So the idea that you guys said, overall for Kansas City, there was probably like what 21st, 22nd. If they're 28th, if they're 28th in pass defense, 17th in run defense. Hold on, I'm talking about.
You don't even know.
Listen. So what you guys said? No, listen. What you guys said was that Tom Brady was winning Super Bowls, winning games in a manner that Patrick Mahomes never did. He's muted for a reason. Patrick Mahomes.
Defense, J-Rob. Pass defense. That's what we're doing right now. Pass defense.
It's a good point. It's a good point, though. It's not a bad take.
Pass defense.
Hold on. Listen.
It is a bad take.
How? They had the 28th
because
ranked
one had the defensive coordinator, J-Rob, and the other one had the offensive coordinator. Andy Reid offense.
That's the most valid point right now. What y'all overlooking. You cannot deep dive something like that, Jalen. You cannot try to get as intricate as you get, and you miss the soaring difference. One has a defensive coordinator as a head coach with support, while the defense is always at the cream of the crop at every Super Bowl staple of their team. Because Bill Belichick is a defensive specialist. So, of course, his baby is going to be the pride and joy of his team.
Meanwhile, Andy Reid
versus Andy Reid. If you look at the offenses, I guarantee you, if you look at the offense with the Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles up under Andy Reid, is going to be top 5 offense.
Hold on, Bama.
It's always going to be like that.
You always bring up
Bama. I was cooking Bama.
Why do y'all always bring up Andy Reid and this staff from Mahomes?
Bama, Duke Earl said that first.
Tom Brady's top defense is playing with them all the damn time.
Y'all always
Trent. No, hold up. Let me finish. The reason why I said that is because when we brought up his first year starting, 5K, 50 TDs, MVP. You went, Andy Reid, this and that. Ain't nobody done it their first year started.
Hey, Jalen.
Also, let me finish. Last thing I'll say.
They acting like you could sleepwalk into 50 and 500. 5,000.
You can't.
Alex was the same quarterback for the Chiefs who went to the playoffs, and Alex didn't even throw a TD to a receiver. Why are you even comparing that? It's two different things.
They still have 4,000 yards.
You think Alex Smith was like that?
Because that's Andy Reid's offense.
No.
That's Andy Reid's offense.
Y'all go. This is my problem with what Jalen said.
No, wait, Randall, I got him.
Ridiculous to just leave it a pass defense and hide like that. That's always the worst.
That's
he literally said pass defense.
That year that they didn't have a good defense. That was literally a book.
17th.
But that was that was literally
that's a lie. That's a lie, J-Rob.
But the thing is though that y'all lying about, and I feel like y'all acting like it's not true. Is y'all acting like when he first got to Kansas City, like that Chiefs defense was something to be feared. That defense was never nothing to be feared. They was putting up 30.
Same way the Patriots offense was bottom. They went bottom 10 teams.
They were 14th overall, Jalen. They were 14th overall.
He didn't rank the overall defense. He ranked the pass defense. Overall, the second worst pass defense in football. Like 28.
That's trash. Here's my issue. Wait, here's my issue. Why are y'all discrediting Mahomes for having top offenses when Tom Brady had the best offense ever at that time before Peyton Manning did it 6 years later? Best offense ever. What happened when he got to the bowl game? 14 points.
So G-Baby. If Peyton Manning had a top offense on time, then what was that same Chiefs offense that was 5,050 TDs? What was that offense? Top 5 all time?
Was it the greatest one ever? Was it the greatest one ever?
Was it top 5 all time at least?
No, it wasn't.
Because he had his ass whooped in Super Bowl too.
No, it wasn't. No,
and the other thing too that I feel like the only thing
the only 3 quarterbacks that throw 5,050 is him, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning. So he had to be top 3, nigga.
No, that's not how offenses work. Offense is better than how offenses work.
The other thing that don't make sense.
Offense better than the
top 3 all-time quarterback here.
You know what's not making sense to me though? The other thing that's not making sense to me though is y'all damn near taxing Mahomes for having a good offensive mind.
Y'all taxing defense.
Stop. But y'all not taxing that defense. Like that's not a big deal because I'm pretty sure they've held one year they held a top offense in the league to 3 points. I'm pretty sure they won games where it was low scoring because the defense went out there and did what they were supposed to do. Now, at the end of the day, again, fellas, the root to this whole thing.
So what was that Patriots offense?
We're not saying the Patriots offense was whack, but I'm not saying anything. You're not going to say what I'm saying because you're not even listening to what my whole point is. If Tom Brady can make it work, you can hate my hat. If Tom Brady goes out there and makes it work with below average talent on the perimeter and gets that done, how come when he does it, it's a big deal? When Patrick Mahomes does it, y'all discrediting it. But when Tom Brady does it, they're talking about errors. These two talking about errors.
As a Pats fan, what am I talking about? And like I said, so just so we can clear this up, because as Jalen said, like, we had like the number 1 defense one year, the number 4 defense this year, and then when he talked about Pat Mahomes, he specifically said, but his pass defense was 28, but their overall rank was 14. So that's just
points per game. Are you using points per game? I'll usually give you I use points per game. If you look, hold on. No, you can choose whatever.
And why did you say pass defense, Jalen? Then why did you say pass defense?
The error actually, you know why he said pass defense? Because this error random is a passing error. So passing defense is a big deal in this era.
Especially in the playoffs.
So in the passing error, that's what telling me the passing error, he had one of the worst passing defenses in football in the passing era. And so it does matter because in the league that y'all both just told me, it's an error catered to the offensive passing. Having the worst pass defense in football, that shouldn't matter because the error apparently is a thing. So,
but was your offense top 5? Was your offense top 5?
Was
the offense top 5?
Hold on.
Goofy ass.
Hibachi. Put my hat on. Go ahead, Riddell.
No way you could hibachi with Jalen on your side.
Hey, I've been silent. Oh man, J-Rob Trent, cooking, bro. Cooking. Jalen, hey,
number 1 of them, man.
Hey, listen.
Turtleneck on.
Hindsight is 2020, bro. Hindsight is 2020. Because I get it. Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy. Andy Reid became this all-time top 5 coach because of who? Patrick Mahomes. Eric Bieniemy became that guy that every team should get.
So he wasn't great with McNabb?
Because of who?
He wasn't great with McNabb?
Was he top 5? Stop.
He wasn't top 5 because he didn't win a Super Bowl.
He could never win the big one without him. Without Mahomes, never won it.
Eric Bieniemy became that guy that everybody wants, an offensive genius, because of who? Patrick Mahomes. And
Hey, watch this though. Watch this though. But Tom Brady, but Bill Belichick became the greatest quarterback of all time because of Tom Brady.
Mahomes came to
damn a top 5. He's the greatest of all time because of Tom Brady. So that argument's out the window.
Kareem Hunt didn't even
making somebody good.
Kareem Hunt didn't even play in the playoffs. The defense was never really that good.
My coach is the greatest because of me.
After Kareem Hunt, the running game was never good until Pacheco arrived on the team, and the defense finally became okay. Now we could say it's an elite defense recently. But the only things you can actually say,
Tom Brady never had a running game.
Patrick Mahomes.
What?
Tyreek Hill.
Shut up.
Jared what? James White, one of the best pass catching running backs of his era.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, running game. I just said running game, and you said pass catching.
There's no way you said
pass
Brady.
catching.
You can't talk football with these boys, man. These boys don't know football, man.
I say running back, and the first thing you say is pass catching.
Yeah.
You said Lawrence Maroney was a great quarterback.
Wait, time out.
You said that the law firm was a good running back.
How you cherry pick when they won the Super Bowl in 2004? You know who ran for 1,500 yards? Corey Dillon. So what are you talking about?
He did.
Well, what are you yapping about?
The reason why that's so sad, you know, Corey was on his last leg.
Going crazy, and
he was on his last leg.
I'm listening. I'm letting it rock. This extra.
He was on the last leg of his career.
Why'd you say that for real?
Riddell, I will give you this because my phone been fucking up. I will give you this. Yes, he did give Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy the light from his level of play. Consistently have 4,000 yard seasons with people like Donovan McNabb, Alex Smith. That has to go as a credit to who you are as a play caller. I'm not saying those guys are great. Patrick Mahomes amplified what Andy Reid was already good at doing with the tools he had. I will give you that. But it also, you have to say this, bro. It makes a big difference for him to get someone like that as a coach. Like, that is a very friendly play call for a quarterback to get a quote-unquote quarterback whisperer, even though he wasn't. But he had a quarterback-friendly offense. So if I'm a quarterback, I would love to go in a quarterback-friendly offense, especially if I have all the
Alex
tools
Smith's
to
career,
succeed.
y'all. He revived Alex Smith's career. 4,000 yards, 5 days.
Bama. Hey, Bama, Andy Reid.
He said, give me Alex Smith. Give me Kaepernick's backup. I'm going to make him look good. I'm going to make him a Pro Bowler.
Early's trying to make it sound like this is this perfect situation when it really was not. And Patrick Mahomes elevated that team, just like you said. That is the point. And the only thing that I will give early is Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill was on the team. Guess what? Tyreek Hill leaves. What happens? He wins a Super Bowl.
Guess what? Gronk hurt. Brady wins the Super Bowl. What are we talking about? But Julian Edelman, especially at the end of Tom Brady.
5,200, nigga, stop saying 5,400.
Why are we acting like Julian Edelman wasn't good?
But Riddell, this is for everybody on the panel. This is how a rebuttal, right? Yes, Andy Reid did. I mean, Patrick Mahomes did amplify everything. But if you look at that offense, you damn near can say the same thing. If you plug Lamar in that offense, if you plug Justin Herbert in that offense, if you plug Josh Allen in that offense, it damn near gets amplified the same way.
Don't you?
Lamar has never been over 4,000 yards in his whole career. Now you're trying to compare him to offense with the Chiefs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If Andy Reid got his hands on Lamar, they would still be doing read option.
Yeah,
all of that.
like what are you saying?
He would say Andy Reid would not use. Lamar Jackson.
Bro, y'all is lying, bro. That offense is still look just as.
How do they use?
I'm
not saying it wouldn't be as potent, but I think it would be more of a
because
3,800 passing. Still another 800, 900 rushing because they're not going to.
But if Lamar's doing 50, 60 touchdowns in a year, what does it matter if it's 20 rushing and 40 passing?
I don't mind that. I'm not saying that as a slight. I'm saying to think that he's going to throw for 5,000 with his legs.
He's never thrown for 4,000.
But I think Justin Herbert would. I think C.J. Stroud would.
That's
bro, Lamar has never.
Lamar,
this is Lamar's first season with an offensive coordinator who's never tried to pass the ball.
Stop bringing up.
I'm not saying he won't. I'm just saying because of what Lamar does with his legs, to limit him to just the pass game as an offensive play caller, to me is idiocy. Now, obviously, I don't think you need to run it with him all the time, but I don't think Andy Reid will be dumb enough to be like, I'm finna make him throw it 35, 40 times, but he got the best legs. He got the best legs at the position in the sport, you know.
Also, Bama, are you gonna keep the same energy?
James about Patrick Mahomes, and then y'all just up Tom Brady. Like, I don't understand.
No, that's exactly. I want to touch upon that. Bama,
Tom Brady earned his up. Bama,
hold on.
But you dragging it though.
The same energy.
I'm dragging the great quarterback.
What you say, Riddell?
Hold on. Bama, are you gonna keep the same energy if I make the argument that if I put Peyton Manning in Tom Brady's situation, he does the same thing?
No.
I'm asking Bama, bro. I'm asking
Lamar Jackson
in the playoffs. That's what he does.
Y'all just said
no.
Bama
just brought up Lamar Jackson and Justin Herbert, so I'm asking Bama.
Please stop.
Stop, please.
But during the regular season, Justin Herbert will cook. But in the playoffs, that's all Patrick Mahomes. I'll give you that. That's all him.
Bama, I need
He
Bama
makes
to answer that
those
question.
decisions.
I need Bama
to answer the question.
Bro, if y'all want to use, but look, if y'all want to use the playoff argument, that's fine. But y'all don't love factoring in the playoff argument when it comes to Justin Herbert. That's why I just said plug in those quarterbacks.
Oh, Tom.
No, the playoffs don't matter right now. The playoffs don't matter right now because when it comes to your favorite quarterbacks,
Okay,
it
so
don't matter.
Bama,
I was just talking about the situation
You bring up Trevor Lawrence before.
Bama, wait, time out though. This is what Bama do. He keep going to
He ain't show you nothing.
Bama, answer Riddell's question. If you were the same way how you say if you replace Lamar Jackson on Patrick Mahomes teams, he'd be doing damn near the same thing. Could you not say the same thing for Peyton Manning on the Patriots?
No.
No,
How?
Manning chokes more.
How? Because Lamar Jackson not
Let me tell you how. Well, let me tell you how. On the Patriot teams, you don't have a Marvin Harrison and a Reggie Wayne and a Adrian James in the backfield.
You got a Tom.
Wait. Or a Marshall Falk, who was MVP the very next year.
You also have a defense.
Always play with greats.
He has a
Eric Decker, a Brandon Stokely, a Wes Welker, a Julian Thomas. Stop it.
Tom Brady has played with less weapons more than he's played with great weapons.
Yeah, but he said, okay, even with you're missing a point.
I'm not missing a point because Peyton Manning's whole career he had
the greatest offense ever and still not win.
Manning would have a kicker that doesn't miss field goals. Manning would have
pieces before. We're not about to act like Tom.
Now look what y'all
talking about.
Jalen,
so the play with Goff not matter.
He has a kicker that don't miss. He has a defense that can hold the other team to 15 points. Peyton does not have to score 30 points.
No, Jalen.
The reason why I'm not going to let that Gronk take slide. The reason why I'm not going to let that Gronk take slide because
Go ahead, lie.
if Aaron Hernandez is not here to all the field trouble, bro, they paid him first. If I'm not random, Lonnie, y'all Patriot fans, if I'm not mistaken, when they had Gronk and Hernandez, they paid Aaron Hernandez that $50 million first.
Okay, so what? They were both nice.
No. In the realm, because you using that hindsight 2020 with
Gronk isn't the top 2 tight end ever. What are you talking about?
At the end of his career, after everything has settled from his ride with Tom Brady.
Bro, time out.
At that
2011,
because this is why I win against y'all. I watch the games, bro.
This is what y'all do.
I watch the games. Random Lonnie, am I lying? Am I lying? I'm talking to the Patriots fans right now.
Converted quarterback. What are we talking about? Converted quarterback.
This is why I get so mad when y'all talk about Tom Brady.
He's a converted quarterback.
He played quarterback his first 3 years, y'all. He got quarterback possession.
Early, hold on. Jalen, you're telling me Julian Edelman would have been Julian? Stop it, Jalen. Stop it, Jalen. You're lying. You're lying right now. You are lying. You are lying right now.
He is though.
No. Stop. This is what I'm
talking. He is one of the greatest players.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
Tom Brady.
I'm pretty sure he got an MVP over Tom Brady.
I guess everything is because of Tom Brady. Look, J-Rob. This is why I get J-Rob. Hold on, Randall. This is why I get so mad, J-Rob. It's always Tom Brady. Why is it never? Maybe the player's just good. Maybe he's actually played with good players before. That niggas will glaze Tom Brady.
But Mahomes is all about the pampered house, though. It's all about the pampered house. But Mahomes gets taxed because he had a pampered house.
He had to raise.
You didn't have to really try. I'm saying that. Like you disrespecting the game, bro.
I'm disrespecting your man.
It's the NFL.
Nigga, your last name Mahomes.
Acting like that, bro. Stop acting like that.
Early, stop.
You're not about to keep disrespecting this man for going to the playoffs.
Stop.
Everybody ass. Deflate gate, nigga. The tuck rule. Get the fuck out of here.
Deflate gate was literally proven.
Tom Brady had nothing to do with that. Tom Brady had nothing to do with that.
Tom Brady's on the other side.
You talking about the game? You talking about the game where LeGarrette Blount ran for 200 yards?
Yeah, and the coach cried because they couldn't beat him.
What Tom Brady? Tom Brady on the pass the ball less than 20 times that game too.
It's not the point. We all acknowledge
How is that not the point? How is that the point?
Because Brady is the GOAT right now. But for y'all to act like Mahomes bringing 3 Super Bowls in, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 MVPs in the regular season, all the yards he has, with all of that in a 6-year run as a starter, to sit there.
But you watched the nigga come in 2001 and win 3 or 4 Super Bowls. Super Bowls is the same thing. So what are you saying? His first 4 or 5 years, he won 2 or 3 too, nigga.
He was not winning the way this man was winning.
Yeah, he wasn't on the level.
There's no way.
Now we moving the goalposts. Now we making wins. But you just said we never said they coming to win this early.
Tom Brady's first 3 seasons was never on the level of Patrick Mahomes in the beginning of his career. Never.
He wasn't coming in his first year as a starter with an MVP. His first year in the league was not an MVP. All I'm saying to y'all is Brady is the GOAT right now. Nobody denying that. But to y'all to see the unprecedented stuff he's doing, and honestly, and I ain't gonna lie, it's not random in Bama, because really you early who really discrediting elite level accomplishments because you think he had an easy way of getting there. If it was easy, then Andy Reid would have been plugging and playing guys to put up these type of numbers prior, bro. You know what I could say?
Again, Alex Smith was 4,030 and 5.
He wasn't doing this with them all season
for any quarterback. That's a good season for any quarterback.
Can I also make one more point?
Same nigga who was outright nobody in San Fran.
Alex Smith had a good year in San Fran. What?
Not knowledge. If Patrick Mahomes wins his 3rd Super Bowl this year, and goes back to back, for y'all not to acknowledge that he is chasing GOATness when it's damn near at the door.
You said chasing now. Now he's chasing. You said he had to chase.
He's chasing GOATness right now, nigga.
Now he's chasing.
J-Rod.
You still behind.
The reason why I'm saying chasing GOATness is because even though he'll still be an active player, some people will say he's the GOAT. Some people say he won't be the GOAT.
Be wrong, like you.
I'm not wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. If he has three Super Bowl rings in 6 years,
J-Rod, check me out.
He has a case because I'm gonna assume with that information. Go ahead.
And you just lied. You never had a good year with San Fran, Riddell.
Check me out.
You don't know ball.
Though. The reason why, hold on, hear me out. The reason why the reason why we have to play the longevity argument with a Patrick Mahomes versus overcoming Tom Brady, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady literally was the 200th pick, bro. We never saw this career coming.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Because that's why you have to play the longevity game with him. You really have to play the longevity game with him because first off, the first entry point, we didn't expect Tom Brady to be able to carry that team to a Super Bowl. So a lot of it is not just putting all the onus on Tom Brady because we don't even know what a 6th overall draft pick can do. For him to step into the shoes he stepped into, where he easily became the most dominant player in the NFL, bro. You really have to have some respect for that dude.
He's been the most dominant player in the football.
Wait, I got some, J-Rod.
I'm just saying this, though.
The reason why I came from before you go trash, before you get happy and rebuttal. Before you go, I'm talking about from the standpoint of the NFL, and you know how the NFL does. If I got a first-round quarterback, hold on, wait. I just want to say this. If I got a first-round quarterback who I got, went home like 11th overall pick or something like that, 15, something like that. If I got a quarterback I pick with like the 11th overall pick, yes. When it comes time to play him his first year, because he set out his first season or two, something like that. His first quote unquote rookie starting season, of course I'm going to give him the full range because you're a This is what I plan for you to do.
Okay, fine.
He did not drop the ball. So if you want to go with the standpoint which Riddell is going with, he did not drop the ball. Once the opportunity got presented to him, he did not drop the ball. He picked that bitch up and started AI crossing over with it. I get that.
Wait, time out though. Hold on.
What happens if they have the drought?
Early? Hold on. My point is, Bama, you know why that shit is mute? Even though Patrick Mahomes was a first-round quarterback, everybody knows come out of Texas Tech.
Steph Curry all over again.
Nobody thought Patrick Mahomes would be who Patrick Mahomes is today. Not a single one. If you're gonna tell me that he was, that you thought Patrick Mahomes was gonna be who he was, I don't want to hear
What
that
number
shit.
was he picked? What number was he picked?
It doesn't matter. He came in his first.
What number was he picked again?
11.
What number was he picked again?
11.
Okay, so
You talking about
did you
nobody
think
thought he was gonna be this guy? Please, somebody did because he was nigga. What are we talking about? Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Nobody expected something. Nobody expected something. One nigga was in the 6th round.
No, hold on. Wait, G-Baby, I'm gonna let you go. But I do gotta say this because Ben was talking about dominance. Ben was talking about dominance when he got into the league.
And Mahomes is
Y'all better hope Lamar don't win the next 4 Super Bowls.
Listen, I would love Lamar to win the next 4 Super Bowls. If I could call Lamar to go, I would love that. The hood needs Lamar to win.
Let it play out then, though, J. Ross said, let it play out.
I have been letting it play out. It's been 6 years, nigga. It's been 6 years. What the fuck do you mean?
Your dog got scared.
Brady was not elite till 8 years. Brady was not elite till 8 years.
Patrick Mahomes been the best quarterback since he's played the game. Been the best player in the league since he entered the league, bro.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
It took Brady 8 years. It took Brady 8 years. It took Brady 8 years.
Go ahead, G-Baby. Go ahead, G-Baby.
His first year playing, Tom Brady was still a GOAT. And he showed it in the
end of that season, G-Baby. At the end of that season early, he was the best player on the planet.
Because you just said right now, oh, Mahomes, he was pick 11, so we thought he was going to be this. He was in the bro. You know how many first-round draft quarterbacks have been bust? Literally. Did you think
you can't bring up that point? The only reason
y'all understand this man is being taxed because he's not in his 30s.
You think Josh Rosen?
He's being taxed because he's not in his 30s, bro.
Literally, because he hasn't
not 35.
Did you think Josh Rosen was going to save the Cardinals early because he was picked number 10? He was.
But hold on. Watch this though.
It's a yes or no question.
They had expectations for him to be good because he was picked number 10.
They moved on him a season later. It took 1 year. Like it's not it. We're out. It took them 1 year early to say we're good.
No, okay, but add a context to that.
The reason they drafted him 10
because they said they were good based off his attitude.
Do you think the Patriots, when they drafted Tom Brady, what
context you need for Josh Rosen? He sucked.
The Josh Rosen thing because
he was garbage, trash, Basuda. He was
no, he is not trash. His only knock, bro. Do y'all not really do y'all research on these guys? His only knock was because he challenged the front office too much.
Bro, he sucked. Bro,
that whole year.
He really. Josh Rosen's problem with authority. Like he really, that was his real negative coming out of college. He has a problem with authority.
So you think Josh Rosen's a guy now? So you think Josh Rosen's a quarterback, Bama?
Bro, he was a great talent. What is y'all talking about? Y'all was fooling. Josh Rosen was a dog.
Stop it now. Josh Rosen is not him.
We are not talking about what he was in college. I'm talking about after he got drafted and he played a full season. You're telling me he was a good quarterback?
He ain't a good NFL quarterback.
Yes. Go ahead. All right. Let's random fellas. We gotta go. We almost 3 hours. Yeah. Epic episode. This is epic episode.
Give us 3 hours.
Yeah, we might need that. We might need the 3. We might need the 3. Go ahead, random. Real quick.
We had to cook.
That was a great episode, fellas. Great episode.
You're muted, random. You're muted.
Random. Unmute your damn mic.
Right. So, all right. I'm trying to be.
It's a heated.
This is my problem. Okay. So look, when it comes to like J. Rob said, I am not taking away what Mahomes has said, what Mahomes has done, but I guess my biggest thing, I want to see, I guess, more of it, if that makes any sense. I just think right now,
Jesus Christ.
But look. So my thing is right now, and obviously Jalen doing all this, man. When you are Peyton Manning merger, you said Peyton Manning made Reggie Wayne. And
I said he elevated him. Stop lying. Elevated.
You said he made him. You said he made him.
I said elevated. I said he elevated.
Got your candy cam, nigga.
Stop it. No. Stop. Jalen. I let you rock. Jalen. I let you rock, Jalen. I let you rock.
I'm gonna say elevate.
Jalen, I let you rock.
You meant to say what you said, mate.
No, he said elevated. I have the chat right here. He said again.
He said before that.
Literally right here. Literally right here.
The night he said it, he said it in voice message. He said it in voice message, nigga. You weren't even there. He made it there.
Reggie Wayne.
You weren't even there. He said it in voice message.
There's the proof.
He wasn't even there. Exactly. You weren't even there, baby.
Either way, Jalen. Either way, Jalen. You already know. You already know you don't watch enough games. You watch highlights.
Watch more than y'all because y'all takes me terrible today.
No. You're Peyton Manning merchant.
Daddy, you the weakest link in football.
You the weakest one.
I ain't gonna lie.
Weakest link in football.
J-Rock.
Y'all jumping Jalen, but I don't know.
You been jumping Jalen. I don't know. Your teams don't be hitting like that. Either them two niggas.
Go ahead, live.
If y'all win a 1v1, I don't know who
because I'm a 3-time champ. Y'all talking about Patrick Mahomes. I am Patrick Mahomes.
Wait, Jalen.
Ain't nobody coming to start that game with
Jalen.
So don't talk about me.
Jalen, if we had a debate, if we had a debate,
from the hair to everything, I am Patrick Mahomes.
If we had a debate 3 rounds, Jalen, you frying Random and early?
Yeah. Hey, Jalen, come on, Jalen. Come on, Jalen.
I don't know what you say.
But no fucking smoke with me.
Hold on. You give us a topic.
If I gave you I gave you 3 topics each.
Turn the computer off, Jalen. Turn the computer off.
If I give you 3 topics, what are you doing? What are you doing in Random and early? Keep it beat.
3 round topics. We get the topic in advance. We do our research prepared.
Jalen, I'm your mother's favorite sports debater, Jalen. I'm your mother's favorite sports debater. What the fuck is you talking about? Your family wouldn't put money on you versus me.
You need prep time?
All right, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I think.
You out of here.
All right, y'all. Hold on. We got 2 super chats.
Pack you the fuck up, Slim.
Hey, we got 2 super chats that we didn't do. We got 2 super chats that we got to get to.
Pack you up with some pilaf rice.
I understand making sure you.
I knew we had
no curry.
Hold on, we got to get these last 2. Hold on, we got to get these last 2 super chats. Shout out to Derek Anderson. Crazy how early says Brady changed life, but the Chiefs went almost 20 years.
So how long did the Patriots go?
Before Joe left. Respect that man.
They were about to move the damn franchise.
They went to a Super Bowl. He's bugging. He don't know history. He don't know his history. Belichick
it was with my man.
Okay, listen. Belichick
with Seattle.
Belichick with Brady, 449 wins, 75 losses. Belichick without Brady, 83 and 104. Don't pull that Mahomes made Andy Reid BS compared to Brady and Bill.
It's not even close.
But with that being said, fellas, this was a hell of a show. W Press Box to the chat.
And we got the 400 today.
Yeah, we got the 400 today.
We got the 300 most of the
episode. Shout out to the chat, honey.
Let's go.
We got the 400 today. Shout out to the chat.
Mahomes here.
Yeah, this was a great. That was a great debate. Very spicy chat. Thank y'all so much. Please like the video on the way out, chat. It means a lot. We definitely want to see that. I think I'm on tonight on playback at 9:45 Eastern with Ron. We're doing the Kings and the Hawks game. If you pulling up because you see me and Bama on playback, we really appreciate y'all coming to check us on Press Box as well.
Want to come to that.
We'll definitely see y'all on playback. I'll be on playback tonight. Kings and the Hawks. I'm on. Make sure I get the playback. I'm on. And then me and Jalen, me and Jalen are on tomorrow. Clippers and Lakers. Me and Jalen tomorrow on playback. Make sure y'all catch us. Open field tomorrow. Wednesday, fellas, we got another show. We'll get to our 49ers questions and Brock Purdy on Wednesday. With that being said, chat,
I'll be here.
Thank you for getting us to 400. Please like the video on the way out and leave a comment too. Leave a comment. Who should go up on the rankings? Who should go down? Tell us who your favorite Press Box panelist is.
I know who number 1 is.
Throw it in the chat. Yes, sir.
Me. Y'all know who number 1 is.